right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful day. January 29th, 2026, and my goodness, has it been a wild one. It started off with gold and silver overnight, absolutely going insane, and then within an hour, they all dumped. The dollar got a little crazy, bonds got a bid. It was actually pretty nuts. Again, a gold move like that overnight, you rarely see, and then a gold sell within first hour, you rarely see as well. And then you had Microsoft and Meta. Meta ended up doing good. It actually got a little bit of the drama. I mean, at one point, we were down about 2.25 on the NASDAQ. Meta kind of came back up. That was the earnings winner, but everybody else sold off. Microsoft was the real culprit of all of this. People pretty much saying AI fears again. Their earnings wasn't as good. People don't care about cloud as much. They want to know about AI, and it caused a very interesting dynamic. Again, Microsoft, one of the biggest companies in the world, and that ended up clapping some things, but in the midst of all of it, rotate, not retreat. Let me even check right now, but throughout most of the day, bro, you had about 300 names green on the SPY. Right now, you have 19 green on the Dow. Yeah, that 239 now on the SPY went green. So most of the day, though, it was still an ample amount up. Again, there was a lot of rotation, but there was definitely some tech fears, even split over to the dollar, Bitcoin, bonds, and then that gold and silver move. We're pretty much going to wait here for the final hour to see if gold and silver wakes back up again, or do we go back to the hands of the Chinese and see what they give us there overnight? So other than that, we got more earnings today after the bell with Apple. We'll see where that leads us, my friends. But now we got some Philo on the way, so I hope you're ready for it. I hope you're blessed, my friends. And yeah, let me send out an alert, and we'll begin here in a couple of minutes, if that's what you're into. If that is what you're into. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm in the call. Jesus. Praise God. Amen, amen. It's a call, baby. Hey. Yeah. If we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there. I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared. Big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear. No fear. Oh dear, who you try to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Nah, it's done. Daddy said it's finished, made me in his image, but that always made me timid. Wonder why we different, don't you ever get it twisted. It's the only way we get it, set apart from the start. And the heart isn't ours, it's a hippie with the love, but it's David with the sword. I want peace, so that means you gon' kill me if it's war. Nietzsche, Trotsky, can't beach on the ark. Want it easy or hard, want a genie or a god, then believe me, lil' bro, you a child, you a son of the highest in the bud. Don't deny it, we don't like it when they tell us who we are. I can tell you who I was, I can tell you who he is. I can make another song that's telling y'all about the crib, but for a second, keep it real, that's not the reason they will kill. It's the freedom in believing, they want death to bring the will. But I'd rather have it now, and I ain't never backing down. Lion gonna eat me or turn his ass around. Either way, I will remain up in his name and say it proud. Here, let's say it now, Jesus. I put Jesus on the beat so I can listen to it. I got reason to believe that we living in it. You could say it's one hell of a decision in it. Ay, if we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there, I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared, big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear. No fear, oh dear, who you try to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Amen. 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 A little red too when we get here. Ceredonia. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and gals, it is time for Philo. It looks like Bitcoin's dumping more, at least MSTR. A 52-week low. Damn. Well, good morning. Good morning. Hey, man. Hey, man. So, Chattadonia, how you feeling? Are you feeling good? You feeling blessed? It's Philo time. So, I hope you can handle it. But I got a good one. I think we did talk a little bit yesterday. I think just a very quick one, bro. I don't know, the book of Psalms. The book of Psalms, but I guess, I don't know. I have a lot today. I might save one of them for Friday. I think we could talk about it. But I got a really good one for today that I think it's gonna, I guess I'm gonna challenge you a little bit. Because it's just a good reminder, man. I think philosophy is useful. I like Philo. I think the Word of God is amazing. I think you could use it in your life in many ways. That's the beauty of it. I know we are the modern man. We live in the modern era, AGI, AI, but dude, there's nothing new under the sun. You guys know that? There is absolutely nothing new under the sun. It's kind of crazy. We are so advanced, but we are so the same. It's very, very fascinating. But before I do that, let me give you one. I'll give you a simple one, okay? Let me please give you a simple one. You know you need to wrestle with God. Oh, they don't feel me. Chad! For real, bro. For real, man. You need to wrestle with God. Do you know what that means? I don't think you need to fight God. You know what I'm saying? No. But you realize everything you have to wrestle and fight for? Like, when will you realize this? That's why I really hope some of y'all have been, I hope you have had an example, and I hope you get inspired. I hope you never back down. I hope you got a good mentality. Oh, yes, exactly. Amen. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody has to have that Jacob moment. But for real, like, you don't get it? Jacob literally wrestled with God. That's the story of Jacob. But, like, it says a lot, like, allegorically. But, like, it is what it is, man. Like, straight up. He broke his hip, and he still held on. Everything. Why would the Bible do fight principalities? There is battle. You take your sword. Now, this doesn't mean be violent, but we even talked about that, too. You need a certain level of aggression, more or less. Now, that there's a difference between aggression, belligerence, malignant heart. We could get into all the details, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you're gonna have to wrestle with things. And honestly, I think the things that you wrestle with are probably the things that are important in your life, both good and bad. You are gonna wrestle with things that you should be doing, things you shouldn't be doing. Where am I going? Is this for me? Is this not for me? That you're gonna wrestle with it. And at the same time, bro, if you really want something, like, do you genuinely believe it's going to come without any sort of battle? Do you really believe it is going to come without a little challenge, without a wrestling match? It's very simple. Like, and this is where I'm saying, you got to live in the cross, baby. You got to live in the contradiction. God is in control. I believe that fully. You got to get into the ring still. That's why I'm saying there's something about Proverbs and Saul and Psalms when you like, dude, just the way it's so human. It's so realistic of what everybody goes through, the talks. And he's saying, God, my arms are stretched out and tired, but I'm thankful. You could accept control, but you got to get into the ring. And I don't know. I think it's a good reminder that you do have to wrestle with certain ideas, and you will have to wrestle with the things that are going to be worthy in your life. And again, it's literally the story of Jacob. It's about a blessing. So I really do hope that you have that. That's why you need your rest. That's why you need your stamina, your endurance, your training. Why do you need all of that if there wasn't a battle? If there wasn't any wrestling going on? I wish it was more linear, but no, it's a wrestling match. It's not a straight line forward. So that's the first part. Okay? The second part This is actually the main philo of the day. Oh, I love this. But I am going to have to reality check some people. Because I have to reality check myself at times. And I really like the principles. I like sharing with you guys principles. Because sadly, the truth is, again, God does not respect man. He respects principles. That's why people could use principles and change their life regardless of what they believe. I told you guys even when we went over the principles, it doesn't matter if you're good or evil. You guys know that, right? This is the part. You know how many people get their minds boggled by this? You know how many people cannot understand this? This is why some of you will trip out. You can't get past a certain stage with God or the world or evil because you're like, why does the evil do this? How come evil gets this? How come evil? How come if it's good people? If I'm a good person, how come? Because that's not how it works. Sadly, the rain goes on the just and unjust alike. That's facts. That's just the way this planet works. Principles do not care who you are. Again, you mix certain chemicals, you get a reaction. It doesn't matter if you're a liar. It doesn't matter if you're an adulterer. It doesn't matter if you're a damn nun. That's a part that some people have a lot of trouble understanding. But that's the thing, too, that you got to be careful of. See, because you could use the principles. No matter who you are, what you are, it doesn't matter. You could use them. But it's very easy to get caught up in it. That's why you know who one of the best people is for this example? You don't know who? And this is the part, and a lot of people tell me, watch, I'm going to say his name, and you're going to see how people have such difficulty accepting this. Because I've seen it the whole time. Donald J. Trump. What? See, did that invoke emotions? I feel like Donald uses a lot of principles. And it trips people out. And they get mad when it works. And they get mad when he starts. He said, but he's not this. You know how many people have asked me? It's so funny how many people want Donald Trump to be a religious man. Do you think I think he's a religious man? My brother, do you think it matters? It doesn't. What did you just say? Look at what he has done. And some of the things he does. One thing I like him. I could criticize a lot about Donald Trump. I could criticize a lot about the BBB, the whatever you wanted to call it. I like how he has protected certain beliefs. I believe he is destined as the man of the hour. But what's the problem? But he's this, he's that. I don't like. There's people who aren't going to like him, and then how many religious people? But he's not this. But he doesn't. Does he read his Bible? Does he know the Bible? Don't miss it. You get it? Principles. See, that's about as far as I look at him. I think it's very simple. That's that. I think God put him here as this man of the hour. Does that mean he is the savior? No. Did God look at our reality right now? We're here right now. But I like a man who's actually willing to stand up to people and say Christians will not be a second-class citizen any longer. That is a principle I accept. Have I seen that man use principles to get things done and change things? I have. Doesn't say anything about character, unfortunately. Some of you are going to have trouble accepting that. Some people are going to use character to say the principle doesn't matter. But listen, is this about Donald Trump? No, this is about you. I encourage you to understand this sooner rather than later so that you can understand how to use principles in your life. To understand that God is not a respecter of person. He is a respecter of principles. Oh, it's crazy how it works. But now here's the problem. Are you ready? Because I love the principles, dude. And this is the part where it becomes a narrow road. Did Jesus say it's a narrow road if you follow principles? No. He says you want to follow me. That's a narrow road. Oh, Chatadonia. Jesus gave the principles to be applied all the time, not just when your life breaks or when you want more. I hope you feel me, bro. I hope you feel me. That's the scary part about me teaching you all of these principles. You know that? That's what I realized even in the last couple of years. That's why I'm like, oh my God, what have I done? You know that? Because how many things have I taught some of y'all? How many people have I showed things to and it's created awesome, good consequences and effects in this world, and I'm grateful for it. And at the same time, I've given people and taught them stuff, and I'm like, how did you use it like that? And to see you know why? It's this. Very simple. This is what you got to be careful for. The principles are to be applied at all moments, not just when your life breaks or when you want more. That's the problem. That's what you guys got to be careful of. That's why I gave you a lot of good principles yesterday, but I'm going to tell you right now, bro. Will they help you if your life is broken? I know they will. And that they work for me. They work for it will work for anybody. It has worked for anybody. It don't matter who you are, where you're from. Again, principle. But if you only use them when your life is broken, when you only use them when you are in the hole, that's not the full way. That's a crooked way. That's a bent way, unfortunately. Doesn't mean you won't get the results for a certain amount, but that's not following the way of Jesus Christ. And vice versa. You may not be broken. Life might be good. You're like, I want some more. I want to grow it. I want to multiply it. Amen. That is what God believes. I agree with all of that. But do you see the problem? If you are only going to follow the principles for greed or for lack, that's not it. That is the error. That's not, I don't know if I call it an error, but that's where people get misled. That's the simple reality of it. That's where people get led into drift. That's where people get into situations God may have called you in the beginning and you followed and you answered, but somewhere along the way, if you forget, that's what happens. And that's the danger of all of these principles that I share with you. You guys know that. You think I should probably start off every Philo with this. Because if you think I'm just giving you good stuff, I in my heart, I like to think I am, but the reality, everything I give to you is a double-edged sword. Do you understand that? What do they call the Bible? He said it'll split bone and marrow. What are you talking about? This is a very, very powerful thing that goes both ways. You only use it when you want more. You only use it when you're down. This could work both ways for you. Don't think the power won't mislead you if you are not fully involved in it. And that's why, man, last I said, go to your secret place. You guys don't even need a Philo. You need you, but you need God for real, a real relationship. So do you know what this is? You know what this leads to? It's what he said, Jesus Christ. I am. Do you know how many times he said I am? Do you know all of the I am stories in the Bible? He said, I am. I'm what? You're hungry? I'm the bread of life. You're lost? I'm the light of the world. You're afraid? I'm the good shepherd. You feel cut off? I am the true vine. You're facing death? I am the resurrection and life. Do you get it? Those are all the I ams in the Bible. New Testament, when Jesus says, he says, I am, I am, I am. Have you noticed that? Think about it. He covered everything that we deal with in this modern era. That's the craziest part. If you ask Jesus, what do I need to do to fix something? What do I do? How do I deal with this? He didn't give you an answer. He didn't explain it. He said, I am. Do you not get that? That's not a quick fix. That is not a principle, actually. It's an identity. That's what he's asking you. That was his answer. You're lost? He said, I am the way. He's saying, who do you follow? Who do you trust when in every moment? What do you identify with? Who defines your life? Not the moment, not the principle, not the lack, not the gain, not anything. What is your identity of it? I am. That's why you haven't realized. Go read the Bible. Go read what Jesus was saying. If you want to ever go read the New Testament and get it, go read it a little deeper. And it's so simple. You don't even need to be that deep with it. Go look. They would ask him, he would answer. Even if he answered with the question, it was very simple. None of his statements were advice. Isn't that weird? This guy, he was regarded as a philosopher. Everybody regards Jesus Christ. Even if you don't like what I'm saying, you can't disregard the figure of Jesus Christ. This man from Nazareth who answered in Rome during this time. You can't. But he wasn't giving advice. None of his statements ended with advice. He said, I'm the light, not here's how you find light. He said, I am the way. I am the way. He didn't give them directions and say, oh, this is how you find it. Oh, you feel lost? You do this, you do that, and then you'll be able to go and find it. No, he said, I'm the way. I'm the light. I'm the resurrection. He didn't say, here's a resurrection. Oh, the one who comes will be he said, I am the resurrection. You don't get it? You know what one of his biggest questions was? Even when they were right before the crucifixion, do you know what did they ask him? He asked multiple times. He asked down to Pilate, all the way down to his disciples. You know what he asked them? One simple question. He didn't say, do you like what I'm saying? Do you agree? He said, did it change your life? No, he said, who do you think I am? Who do you say I am? Isn't that funny? That was one of Jesus's big questions. Who do you say I am? So I hope you get it, man. Admiration is not the same as trust. Agreement doesn't mean you're surrendered to the Lord. Liking what Jesus said is not the same as following him. You know why? Because if he was just a teacher, that means the lessons are optional. If he was only a moral guide, then, some of it's debatable. It's eternal God. It's a different category, bro. It's not one truth among many. It's I am. Do you understand what that means? That's a reference point. So, I love all these principles, man. I really do. And I think they will help you. I think they will multiply you. I think you could use them all to a crazy advantage in your life. But nothing more than nothing will ever beat the real identity of Christ. I hope y'all feel me. I don't know if this is too deep to drop on y'all, but if you really think about it, this one's not even as deep as some of the other ones. And this is where I'm saying, if you really want to make the most of it, you really want to use this, how you got the secret place, the relationship, and you really want to tap into it, it's very simple, man. The point of Jesus it wasn't to improve your life. It's literally to define it. It is your reference point. It is your identity. That's the crazy. We live in everybody going crazy over identity nowadays, no? You don't think so? I've seen a lot of people. Identity. They go to school. Why am I doing this? I need to find identity. I am the way, the truth, and the light. Everything. He said, I am This wasn't advice. Again, it's funny because I could read the book and I could get advice from it. That's what I was doing for a long, long time. I could read, I see the principles. I say, wow, that works. Okay, even then, if I view it in the world, it's still objectively and it'll operate. That's how it works. But it's so much deeper than that. And it's so simple, too. He said, follow me. That's the narrow road. The narrow road's not cherry-picking principles, following when you need it. Ooh, I want to grow this. Okay, let me plant the seed. It's a full-on identity. That is how you don't break. You know that, right? That is how you do not get confused. That is how you use your mind. It's an identity, a map, a reference point all the time. So, yeah, I think you can improve your life in many ways with principles. And I think there is one way and only one way to define it. Don't forget that, okay? Because like I'm saying, it goes both ways. It's a double-edged sword. I could only imagine improving in advice without the definition, right? You can make a lot of progress, but you better have a map, dude. Then you'll know how far you came. Then you'll know how to go back. Then you could tell if you made a mistake. Oof, it's a beautiful thing. So take that to the bank. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. You're on mobile, press hot chat. X out the chat, hit the thumbs up button. Second link, nightly watch list and main channel. Get your map, dog. Get your identity, dog. You already going. Oh man, amen. Amen. So that's why be careful with the principles, dude. That's what I'm really telling you. And I want you to use them and use them to the fullest. But it's, and maybe it comes with a little bit more. What's this? What's his name? Isn't this the basketball player?
It's about what you can do for others. So anytime I can spread that.
The Phoenix Suns guy. I forgot what his name is. Well, anyways. Amen, bro.
Call, baby. If a humble man tell you to be humble, he a narcissist. Tell that to the arsonist, the pharmacist. I wonder about the Stalinist, the Darwinist. I must insist, the things that we up against don't play defense. So next time that you take offense, my boundary just another fence. Don't forget, remember this. Already lost everything. Don't tell me about a fucking risk. I'm humble, but I'm powerful. But I don't have to tell you there's some moments that you can't forget. So if I'm fake, come and get me now. It's not a big head, I just know the size of the crown. You watched a lot of porn. Does it look like I'm fucking around? You didn't like me then, I didn't hope that you would like me now. You want peace, I want it too. You want war, I got a crew. But I won't lie, dog, I only need a few. So tell me what you really wanna do. Man, I swear I'm just like you. Cause the tongue brings life, but it brings death too. Please just move. Good advice is never taken by a fool. I took a look at life like a mechanic look at tubes. Cheap, fast, and quality, could only pick two. Mannequin, I'm rude, but in a panic, in a fuel. Would you want it on your team, or do you want it against you? The humble made me hungry, I will eat any food. Humble made me better, fake humble made me confused. The truth is that there is a real humility typical of our time. But it so happens that it's practically a more poisonous humility than the wildest prostrations of the ascetic. The old humility was a spur that prevented a man from stopping, not a nail in his boots that prevented him from going on. For the old humility made a man doubtful about his efforts, which might make him work harder. But the new humility makes a man doubtful about his aims, which will make him stop working altogether. To the cup, baby. Yeah, I drive fast, but I talk slow. Had some setbacks, but we still grow. How you did that? Only God knows. It's a bit bad, but we got more. On the way, another day, it's a blessing. Make a play, either way, it's a lesson. It ain't safe, that's okay, we ain't stressing. Play in my position before I ever play a victim. So let me at it, bro. Spirit on the bend to go. I ain't bowing to your hoes. They sold to get the gold. I kept the truth, they held my own. They acted like they didn't know. They acted like they credible. They judge you from a pedestal. Fuck it. I ain't hating son, ones that claiming that they real, usually the fakest ones. Same applies to me, so just judge me by the shit I done. Tryna keep it meek, but they jealous, see a loaded gun. Statistically, most is killed by their own, so you better check your weapons instead of watching the throne. The best lesson being tested and finding peace on your own, but divided can't survive it. I'm talking about your home, I'm talking about your throne. The war that we wage is on, I got it, but first was wrong. The power was in the dawn, that's word of the homie Paul. My prophet make them a ball. I'm talking about my checks and talking about my God. This the new economy. Bring the joy like Jollibee. Dictate like I'm Aladdin. I don't need apologies. Only need my guy with me. My girl look like a model thing. I'm pricing in apostrophes. The price is always taught to me. Feeling like it's Pac with me. Maybe more like Da Vinci. They stopped complimenting me. They said it's condescending speech. I just told them about the plot and how it's gonna end, my G. Answer never changes. It don't matter how you question me. I kept it real, they kept it fake. They want it cheap, I want it great. I need a meal, but I just say how you feel is what it ain't. Confusing truth with the feeling, make a smaller problem great. Tryna get it way too early, easy way to get it late. So I ain't driving slow. This ain't college dropout, this is more like college honor roll. Always see them talking, but I never seen them buy the lows. They flexing when they got it, but they never show you where it goes. Homie told me Vominos, know you bout that tribal hoe. We don't know impossible, only know that give and go. Something like a pick and roll, I call it out, they get the score. They talking but don't check the board, they acting real but fill the door. Dog, I'm feeling blessed, I did a lot by using less. Pray to God with all this stress, I only need a little rest. And back again and hit my reps. Watch my heart and guide my steps, don't focus on the shit you lost, focus on the shit that's left. So let it ride, I gotta keep it jumping like a mother and buy it now.
Some people don't even have dreams.
Hey, mom. Oh, mom. Homie told me, Vámonos. I know you about that trabajo. What's that? What's that noise? Wait, something's going off in my house. Please hold. Please hold. Wait a minute. Do you hear that? You're gonna have to give me a second. You're gonna have to give me a second, bro.
I told you it was a cold. Well, you know, praise God, nephew. First and foremost, all the time. Whip dirty hair mess, I do not care. Told them all the truth,
Draft King and Flutter.
Still I do not care. I don't think they see it. Looking.
Well, they try to get me leaving, dog. Yeah, DraftKings and Flutter. I don't know if it seems like policy. It's up 2.7. These don't always hit, but they might. Oh, I hesitated. Okay, I got one. Very cheap. Very, very cheap. Those are shitty though. Let's see. That's up 3 per hour. I already gave it up. I got them for a penny. Bum, 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 bum. Come on, bro. Homie told me Vámonos. Let's see. Nope. Oh, they flipped me. CFTC to withdraw political sports contracts. New rules for prediction markets. Oh, they got me then. Damn. I'm out of my 1 pennies. I put them for sale at 2. Yeah, those. I knew they were shitty. I hesitated. Yeah, literally pop. That went lock, pop, and then lock again. Yeah, new chairman. Penn was moving up with it. I think it's going to be negative for him, but I don't know if this is all related to the Super Bowl shit. We just had that on there. But that hit 3, bro. Bow, bow. Yeah, that delay should have saved them. The delay saves you on that one. They don't feel me, dog. They don't feel me. No, they said that you can't. Anybody doing like prediction markets can't advertise at the Super Bowl. IBM cost is less of a barrier for companies. Management governance are major concerns. Meta climbed back up too. IBM CEO making comments. Oh, but Chad, how you feeling, bro? Happy Friday, Junior. Happy Friday, Junior. So yeah, man, if you have any questions off topics, you guys had a lot of real estate today. I was actually surprised. We got Chad's buying homes. We got Chad's offering on homes. Chad's trying to sell a home. So it's a lot of this real estate stuff. I don't want to bring the prices down. I want people to get a house without bringing it down. How we'll do that? You'll see. You guess you gotta tune in. What? What do you mean, sir? Where is this? Oh, is this Jake? Wait. So was Jacob Frey interviewing? No. Wait, this is the same event? I'm so confused. They had Devin Booker, and then now they have Jacob Frey, and then you said I don't think Michael Saylor is gonna come on. When does MSTR become alarming? I mean, I think it's been alarming for depending on your position price, but I don't know. I would argue though, like, and this is kind of a pretty cool financial dynamic, but when you don't panic, the market won't panic. Oh my gosh, look, it made a M. I'm sorry, ADD, but like M for MSTR, you see it? That's a M. So wow, I think he takes pleasure in that. But is it like a lower? Oh, it's a lowercase d. Anyways, but yeah, Michael Saylor, he's not insinuating panic. You know what I'm saying? Like he literally, I think that's the real difference. Like if this was any other company and if they were over levered or in a precarious financial situation and you kind of had more panic, I think it would play out a little differently. But the fact that he hasn't, I think that plays out kind of favorably for Homeboy. But other than that, I mean, it's been kind of near this range for like, what, 3 months now? Maybe 2 month and a half. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Was there a situation that opened your eyes to Christ is King? Yeah, many. I mean, there was times when the time when I read the Bible on my own without anybody like kind of telling me to, because my parents were pretty crazy. And then there was many times too, I don't know, it's part of my, even with Psalms, man, when I look back and I thank the Lord, I should have been dead many, many times, you guys. You know that? There was many, many times in my life I should have been dead. So that, not just financially, like DraftKings, but yeah, just a lot of things where you look back and I'm just very grateful. And I think he was even what was it? I guess even God used the same road that I used to avoid him. He found me there too. Something like that. Yeah, DraftKings that faded. That was, again, I think the delay saved y'all on that one. But yeah, MSTR, I mean, it's been like this for a minute, but I mean, as long as he sticks with his plan, like, that's what I think people are realizing too, to a certain degree. I mean, again, I never was like the biggest fan at the higher prices, but as long as he's like, he doesn't need cash, does he? Like, again, I know he has like bond payments, but I don't think they're due for a while. A lot of them are zero interest. He keeps buying the Bitcoin. I mean, if his plan was to just own it and never sell it, and that's why people invested, it sucks when it goes down, but theoretically, I don't think it's gonna, as long as it doesn't cause a liquidation event, then there's no real issue, as odd as that may sound to say. Nobody talking about gold from 5,600 to 5,100. No, dog, you just woke up, man. It's 11 o'clock. Did you not see us 30 minutes after the... Are you... Dog, I saw every tick of it. Are you kidding me? We even opened up the Philo video. You lost as much... it was like the size of the UK GDP in about an hour. The size of a couple of Bitcoins and Ethereums combined. But yeah, man, it's chilling out. That's why I think the last hour we might see some action, and we'll see what the Chinese do overnight. That's kind of how we got to this situation, but holy... I don't know. I don't know if the SPY and bonds, if they do reconcile, that would be great. That would be an interesting phenomena. Maybe, but then you might need the bonds to go up. But remember, there was a time they were connected, but then the SPY said, I'm doing my own thing. The SPY just moved. And the oil chilled out, but still high on the day. Everything else kind of clapped. Visa, I feel like it's made a candle every day at the end. Yeah, DraftKings, that was a dud. I mean, to the downside, I just took the upside one. They were cheap. I thought I had it on the 3%. That's moved technically 4 or 5, top to bottom. MSTR is over-levered. Well, again, I mean, over-levered is depending on what he has to pay or any sort of maturities or expenses up front. But theoretically, if he doesn't have to pay anything and there's nothing to cause him to, you know, wind into a liquidation, then yeah, I don't think he's gonna. It could keep at this slow pace for as long as he would like. Yeah, bro. Copper, too. Copper was the best one on the day. I'm kind of surprised by copper, to be honest. They were saying the Chinese gamblers got their hands on copper. It was up 10% today at one point, and it's still kind of up here compared to the rest of them, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. Does PPI reflect the one-time price hike? It could, but again, a lot of data is not too high in terms of... I mean, that one-time price hike has still been relatively non-existent. I mean, a lot of people, they tried to charge you guys tariff fees for like a month or two, but this is what related me to my deflation comment earlier. There's just a lot of items around there. I don't know why are prices still elevated from 2020? Obviously, but it's definitely not near the peak, and you could get your hands on anything right now. The hardest thing to get your hands on right now is gold and silver out of all of this. But anything else, there's a relative ample supply of labor. There's an ample supply of items, goods, services. You're kind of healing, but here's a chart for you. Oh my gosh, I have a Bloomberg terminal chart. Oh my God, Bloomberg, are you going to ban me, Bloomberg? Oh, you already banned me. Oh my gosh, I still have Bloomberg data. Oh my gosh, look at what you can find on Twitter. Oh man, oh my gosh. So either way, what you're looking at is the CPI in the dark purple right here, or dark blue, that's CPI. And then this white one, this is an index that's been around since 2010. So it's not like they were collecting it just recently. It's called Trueflation, the Trueflation data. So pretty much during 2020, Trueflation, they pretty much have their own metric to kind of monitor inflation that's a little bit more real time. But essentially, when inflation was at 9, Trueflation was like, yeah, you're closer to 12. And then now with inflation at 2.6, the Trueflation gauge is like, nah, you're really at 1.19. And usually the margin between these two wasn't that bad. Again, in 2011, the same thing happened. That was, again, another moment. And that's where they created this index, because they were like, well, everyone's freaking out. Remember, that was last time even with silver. And then it started to go up. And they said Trueflation was like, it's a little bit higher. But usually you could see the gap hasn't been as wide till recently. Again, when inflation came down, they kind of leveled up. But this is where, if you're wondering why people are saying 1.8, 1.5, it's technically 1.1 right now. But it's Trueflation gauge. It's a more real-time indicator of inflation. So the official metrics, they were a little bit higher, kind of near 3, 2.6, which is still very low. But Yeah, there's other gauges right now. If you're tracking it on a 1 year, if you're tracking inflation on more, realistic product, service, goods moves, inflation has been plummeting. That's why it's not as that's why some people like myself might even say, deflation is, I don't know why that's not in the conversation. That's why you could argue may not be the best idea to keep rates higher. So yeah, hope that helps. My thesis on copper is that the supply shortages, as long as silver stays up, as like I said, 120 to 130, copper gets in the game. And then if silver stays up higher for longer, it's there. And then we talked about it last week about supply pretty much end of this year or end of 2027. That's why I told you. I said just get a fuck ton of time on it if you wanted to play. I told you guys last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, I said if you really want, you could get plays on it. You just got to be mindful of the time, because the thesis I think is solid. It's just going to take a long time. But today was a pleasant surprise if you already positioned. And no thoughts on Netflix. I look forward to the shows they're releasing this year. I think the Agent's coming out this year. You're going to get the kids in South Carolina. What's that one? They're on season 5. There's a lot of good movies and shows coming out. But other than that, I'm chilling on Netflix stock. Carney says Trump never raised prospect of Alberta or Quebec separatism with him. He expects U.S. to respect sovereignty amid Alberta reports. Why is the dollar diving with deflation pressure? Well, most people don't believe in deflation pressure. So, but that's my question. Let me ask you this. So when inflation went 9 or 12, depending on how you measured it, why did the dollar go up? I think it's fascinating. You think it's late since copper ran 8 to 12? I don't think it's late. I still think we're early. So like I'm saying, I'm telling you end of 2026. And if that's wrong, end of 2027. Do you understand? So guess what? If copper doesn't do shit and ends up coming down for the next 11 months, I'm going to sit here looking at you and I'm going to say, yeah, end of next year. Like a motherfucking Wall Street pundit. Isn't that shitty? But that's just the reality of it. So that's why I'm saying it's not. The idea is solid. I really think it's an idea, and with AI, the build out, solar, silver, commodities, but it's a very long time frame and it's a very heavy metal. Hey man, if I speak another language and it's money, I'm glad you understand it, dog. You know that? Thank you for having respect for the language. Some people don't, they're not fluent. You don't need to speak it all the time, but hey man, if you could understand تتكلم عربي أنا افهم كويس. افهم كويس حبيبي. The market could Apple could help the market today after the bell for sure. For sure. If Apple does good and, maybe they get in some AI stuff. But remember, they haven't. Remember, that's how Apple got hooked up last time. So the funny part about today, people want to freak out with AI. And they did that end of last year, if you guys remember, with Oracle, a couple of the bankruptcies, all of that. But then remember, Apple got rewarded a little bit because people were like, oh, Apple didn't spend on AI. So, yeah. Yeah, they bought some AI thing today, too. So yeah, definitely Apple could help out because Microsoft just caused a little bit of pain. But Microsoft could chill and brush it off eventually. Some of the younger Chad should be college credits in 21st century economics. I hope, man. At least those economic lessons, that'll give you a semester at least. But then again, I don't know, you guys. I might do it. You know that? I might make more videos on the trading fraternity this year. Not necessarily because I want to, but they might be necessary. I think I might need to give you macro videos on there. Yeah, sadly, because it's been 5 years, and now that I'm glad I got a good break with them last year, but like low key, it's not. I have a couple of like trade ideas, but I don't. Again, they're not going to matter as much when it's all said and done. But like the macro stuff, again, I mean, shit. If the stars align, brother, we might need to start talking about, people are trying to tell you get rich off of inflation and debasement, but I think it's something different. And that's why, like, understanding that, the macro, how it led there, it might be very, very important. And then again, I think there's some people, the young guys, they were very, very young. But even if you're older now, like, if you've got to really live through these last couple of years, just try to remember what you've gone through. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm blown away. Like, did you guys remember this? Because, like, this is the first thing that comes to my mind. I'm like, remember, you had crazy inflation, but the dollar went up. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how did so many people forget that? That's why it's wild that the first thought people are saying when the dollar goes down, they're like, we're going to get inflation. I'm like, I don't know why you believe that. I don't know if the last time in the most recent history where you had crazy inflation you have never seen, you watched the dollar go up violently. So that's kind of the issue. But then again, it brings up a lot of macro concerns. The problem with the macro, though, and like I'd be worried about macro videos, is that motherfuckers are like crackheads, and like nothing's worse than taking in a bunch of macro videos and being impatient. Hence the copper discussion. Like, I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, the macro, and then the deflation, and then the copper, the assets. Oh my gosh, the world is gonna end. You know that a lot of macro, you'll think the world is gonna end. I'm telling you, I have a stash of bullets, water, gold, silver. I did this decades ago now at this point. But yeah, that's the only problem. That is the only problem with all that macro. You completed your macro and micro classes a few months. Good, bro. They are. I'd like to think. I mean, I don't think. I don't just spit bullshit at you guys. And I think that's why I said, even with the economic videos that we made in 2024, I just was showing you where I got a lot of it and just like understanding it. I mean, I'm telling you, these will be books, and I don't know, academia has changed a little bit, but nowadays, but these are books they teach you at Cornell and other places. It's not this is just how the way the world works. And there was a time, that's why I do respect certain economics, because like I'm saying, man, there was a time like when I'm so grateful because I got to learn economics right before Donald Trump. I graduated a couple years before Donald came into the presidency. And that was before, like, I like Donald, but Donald fucked shit up, not because of his policies, but just because of his character and behavior and how people, justified fucking up things just because they don't like him. That was the last time where, like, dude, that's why I read that book to you guys, because you got to see it. Nobody gave a shit. There was a time where you analyzed economies and politics, governments, IPE, all of that shit. You analyzed it under a framework of, like, objectivity. It didn't matter what the fuck somebody said or didn't say. It didn't matter if you liked the guy or not. It was just what happens. What were the pros and cons? How is it good? How is it bad? So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I've shared with you. I mean, I'd like to think it's accurate, and you could go back and, as you do learn into it, people fluff it up nowadays and change stuff, but most of it is still the same. And once you learn that, no one could take that away from you. Amen. During COVID, it was post-COVID, but yeah, that's the whole point. So exactly. We had inflation, our dollar went up, and you said it exactly. Other currencies were getting weaker. So what just happened right now? That's what I'm saying. That you're not escaping that. That's why I'm shocked by how many people think we're going to escape that. Go look at emerging markets. Go look at Brazil. Go look at the Japanese yen, even in the short run. But go look at the pound. Go look at the Swiss franc. Our dollar goes down, their currencies are going to skyrocket. It's reversing it all. And that's why I'm saying, though, that would, in a weird way, it would change that. Now tell me, if every currency in the world shot up, and then certain assets, and then we have slowing demand, or God knows whatever, you could fit that. This is the part I don't know. This is the part you're just going to have to see. But then it's like deflation isn't far off, or at least I wouldn't put my answer isn't guaranteed deflation. I think we're running a big bet. That's what I was saying even from last year. That's why that 12 to 18 months, we're like 3 months away from the 18, I think. But the whole point is that it's not I just think that to only believe in dollar debasement, hyperinflation, inflation, I don't think that's a fair assessment. I think you need to have both sides of the coin, and that brings deflation into the topic. That's why, Donald Trump he's not too political by, I know he wants low rates, but that's where maybe if the Fed is too late, and again, inflation, and we could get some real metrics showing us a lower number, other currencies are skyrocketing, other things, it's like your deflation, that theory should be entertained. And that's what I would say. I would say I can't entertain dollar debasement, hyperinflation without debating potential deflation, which, yeah, that would mean a recession. Yes. But I think it's a bet. That's what I've been saying since last year. I called it the big, beautiful bet. That's literally, I don't know. Go check the videos. That was one of the only videos I posted on the trading fraternity. And that's why I kept asking you guys. I'm like, this whole AI thing, you guys really think it's going to work, right? Because if it doesn't, we're fucked. But if it does work, again, if you nominally grow your ass out of this, and then those strong currencies around the world buy our shit, and it leads to more activity, and mix it in with a little bit of AI and other productivity gains, and your deregulation actually works instead of the government spending goes more productive with, again, AI technology kind of being the other 3/4 or half of the coin, then yeah, you're not guaranteed deflation or recession. It would actually be a nice little 90s situation. But yeah, it has to work. That's what I was saying. If the economy, perception, other things fuck up an external event, it's there. Like right now, it's just bumpy. It's going to be bumpy until you kind of have clarity on that. That's why this year is so important, by getting all these things, out the gate and running, and let's see what happens. But I stand by it. I still believe it fully. Now you're just watching these crazier things happen, like the bond yields, gold and silver, again, the dollar. But this all ties, a big, beautiful bet, baby. I think it's a bet on the economy and the world, and I think it's all in. I think Donald Trump went all in, and I think if it works, he's going to get paid out of ridiculous. All of us will. Everybody will. And then if it doesn't work, I think you're knocking on the doors of deflation. And that's what happened to China. And that's the crazy part. You ready for this now? Think about what I just said and now tie China into it. Not that China already had deflation, but that's kind of the answer. But tie China into what I just told you about the currencies. So our dollar goes down. Everybody's currency goes up. What just happened to China, big dog? Do 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 gold and silver. Do you get it? No. No. So let me put it this way. There's maybe a couple of people, but realistically, I would say there's only one country that doesn't want us to have a weak dollar. Who could it be? China! No. Japan would love it if we have a weak currency. You guys don't get it? If our currency goes down, just like it has, that's going to finally fucking bail them out. Think about it. They got higher bond rates. They got to tighten up a little bit. Our dollar goes down. That brings the yen up. Japan would love it. Japan, it would save their ass. China would hate it. Because China's already in deflation. So out of all of these countries, remember I said, you saw it. It's not even just I'm saying it. This is what fucking happened. All of the other currencies had global inflation except for China. So now it's this time in the cycle. If our dollar starts going down, everybody's currency skyrockets against us. What happens to China? Their currency would skyrocket, but they already have it skyrocketed. It's not necessarily the best for them. So China would hate it because that would add pressure to China's situation. Japan would love it, but China would not be the biggest fan of it. That's why I go look who's buying all the fucking gold and silver. It's China. So maybe that could, I don't know, some of their attempt to balance it out a little bit, but yeah, it would be very even more deflationary for a China that's already in a depression, more or less, as Besant would say. Yes, I agree. None of this is happening in an orderly fashion, from Japan to all of it. But that's where you could blame everything. That's what I was saying the other day. I blame everybody. I blame Donald Trump. I blame the fucking media. I blame idiots, crackheads, all of it. It's just the perception of all of this is what's making this so fucked up. But then you could argue that's what happened in 2008 too. Underlying economic war against China? It could be, but most people would benefit off of it. Literally everybody would benefit except China off of our dollar going down. That's what I'm saying. Like, this just, I don't entertain the idea fully where motherfuckers are trying to scare you and say your dollar going down is terrible. Donald Trump is going to kill the dollar. It's like, think about everybody else in the world, and then trade, and then GDP. The only people that won't like it is China, because they cannot, their dollar getting stronger now and going through more deflation. Think about it. Even if we buy from them, they're getting less dollars back. That's why I think they're buying gold. If deflation, wouldn't the dollar have to go up because less purchasing power? That's the thing. Deflation, I think your purchasing power, dollar in America, like, because assets would deflate, you would have a change in purchasing power in America, but for some part of it, I don't think that necessarily the UUP, the value of the DXY, I don't know if that's going to skyrocket, at least not immediately. And that, I think, is the part that's going to be the part where people get lost. That will be your lost generation in that little mix-up. But I don't, like I said, please don't freak out. I don't think this is going to happen in the sense of, I just think this is a possibility. If you're going to entertain hyperinflation, dollar debasement, wheelbarrows, I have to entertain that side of the coin too. Yeah, I think I don't know. That's the thing about gold and silver. I don't know. I don't know if it degrades the narrative, if not, but it does. That is how China could kind of balance it out. Because again, China's not trying to raise local deficits. They're not trying to do what they did last time, but buying a fuck ton of gold, and then we go through this kind of scenario while they have that deflation, that's the only way to help them out in a weird way. But then again, it's like, what's that what's that going to do to their currency? But they're the ones right now at the chopping block. That's the part people are. That's why I'm saying, if you ask me who's buying, it's Chinese. It's just, that's it. And then the guys with bigger money and the ones who know it, I mean, if you know America, or if America's dollar is going to go down, yeah, your purchasing power in China goes up, but that means nothing if you've been in what is their purchasing power has gone up in the last 5 years. What it did nothing to them. So yeah, they're gonna want gold and other shit. You're better off having it tied to something that's either not gonna be the dollar or not gonna be Chinese yuan. I would say the Chinese yuan is gonna get really strong, but that's not good for them. BNY and Bank of America win dismissal of Epstein victim lawsuit. Damn, son. Abavious? Damn. In a communist party, will they care? Well, no. Think about the answer. What do you do? What do you do in communism? You get the fuck out. Gold and silver. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to stay in the system, you're gonna just deal with whatever happens. But I do think that that's the way they're both people who want to get outside of it, as well as if the government wants to kind of, get involved without doing the same direct involvement. That's where all these little gold and silver schemes come into play. Let alone, who knows how much they have. Couldn't China hedge this scenario by purchasing large amounts of foreign assets? Yes, but does China want capital flight? That's the question, right? That's what I'm saying. Buying gold and silver for China makes the most sense because they're not buying another foreign country. They don't want capital flight. That's the last 20 years of China. So that's kind of the issue there. But yes, I think citizens who could get their money out will try to buy real estate and other things too, and other foreign assets, but gold and silver is the neutral ground. They did not certify the gold in Knox. Do I have any thoughts on the Epstein lawsuit? I mean, besides release the list, no, I do not. Not as much. They will fuck their people over. Yeah, the ones who stay in it, but don't underestimate how many people in China, they're just like you. They want they're not like, if they, especially as they see, depending on what they know, how much money they have, where they're at. I mean, they, again, there's places like Hong Kong, again, Japan, but they'll find ways. Especially if it's the incentive. The more money you have, the more likely you are to get it out of there. The earnings bar was lower coming into this season. I mean, after the last week, I think it's upticked a little bit, but generally it's lower. But then remember, last 2 quarters were pretty hot. That's what a lot of people forgot. No, I think the Pokemon cards thing is cap. I'm sure it doesn't mean nobody's buying Pokemon cards, but that's not, you're not like, yo man, I'm scared of communism and deflation. I need a Charizard. You're going to buy real estate in Vancouver. You're going to buy real estate in fucking Latin America or America if they'll let you. Or if worse comes to worse, get some Hong Kong gold and call it a day. I would even argue they'd buy crypto before they bought the Pokemon card. I know, didn't they? I remember that. They were going to go look at Fort Knox, and then that conversation just disappeared. Release the list. Release the gold list. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Just gone with the wind. We should, why don't these guys stand in front of Fort Knox? Like, instead of standing in front of law, can we do that? You guys want to organize that? Remember how they try to do the raid Area 51? Do you guys think we could do that? Do you guys want to do a field trip to, we should do a field trip to Fort Knox. And let's camp. I'm so down. Would you guys want to try it? I feel like now's the time. We're so less cooler than the 1970s. 1970s, they were protesting the Fed. They were protesting Vietnam. Like, their protests were like, they got good pictures out of it. And they you know what I'm saying? They weren't being that dumb. Like, why don't we do a field trip to Fort Knox, you guys? Is it Kentucky, right? We could ride horses. Fucking everybody in Kentucky's nice. Yeah, bro. Why don't we try? You guys want to do you guys think you'll bring the Zon dogs? Oh, dude, we're fucking, you know I've been grilling, bro. I'm down. Oh. Yeah. That's it. It'd be peaceful, bro. We could be like a real hippie movement. Be like, we just want to know if there's gold. You got a little gold, dude? No, dude, I'm not gonna get in the way, dude. What are you, like, are you gonna fucking deport the gold, dude? I actually don't want to deport the gold, dude. Keep the gold in the vault, dude. We just want to take a fucking peek, dude. Can we just take a look, dude? A little shiny, dude? Come on, dude. We're just chilling outside, dude. Cook some Zon dogs, dude. A little steak. You know, maybe they'll fucking bring out like a brick of gold, dude. Be like, oh, dude. No? I'd like it. You want to go to the Bahamas and pretend we're in Kentucky? Man, I get what you're saying, bro. That would be a lot chiller, but like still. But like, you know, that would let it be known. We'll bring Tracks NYC to verify authenticity. It's 29 degrees. Okay, fuck that. Listen, y'all could go ahead of me. See, I'm a real socialist. Y'all go ahead of me and tell me when it gets warm and rich, and then I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean 29 degrees? That's fucked. What do you mean? We stay outside in 29 degrees? I'm good, dog. But then again, though, how y'all letting fucking Reddit protesters? They going out there getting shot in 2-degree weather, kicking taillights and shit, doing whatever. They are very motivated. They're like the revolution. They got fucking Gustavo, the guy, the Breaking Bad chicken guy. Like, some people will have to die. You'll have to die for the revolution, but all of us will live. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Loves you, all of you. You know that? I say we camp. I think we camp in front of Fort Knox. I'm so down. I would like, we should go for a week if people catch on to it. You know what I'm saying? 3,000. But listen, man, if 3,000 of my people showed up, we're chill, dude. What the fuck are we gonna do? Like real Chads, bro. What are we gonna do, bro? We're gonna sit around and read the Bible and fucking have a campfire. You know how I know? Because that's what we did on the fucking farm. So what are they gonna do? What? But you're not gonna knock over fences. I'll stand outside the fence. That's fine. You could put up tape. We're chill here, dog. That's it. You know, a little exercising of rights in a very peaceful manner. So come on. Where is Fort Knox? Like, how does it look? Like, where's the nearest camping ground? Like, how close can we get? Like, I'm trying to think. I don't know if we're allowed here, but like, we could go there. We could go, it's a freeway or a road. I don't know, bro. There's an airstrip. Yeah, I don't know how much of the land. Let me see. Let me ask the AI. What is the closest place to Fort Knox to camp? We could have peach cobbler. If you have military officiation, Camp Carlson Army Recreation Area. Distance 0 miles, located on the adjacent base. If you're general public, 4 to 6 miles? What? Closest campground for civilians. Large nature preserve featuring fishing. Otter Creek is stocked with trout. Wow. They have electrical wire cabins. Closest full-service RV park, 8 miles away. Damn, so military, you could go Camp Carlson. I don't know if you should be looking this up. I mean, I'm not gonna rob my intention is not to rob the Fort Knox. Okay, even though they robbed the Louvre in a very easy manner. Okay, I don't own a Mini Cooper. Okay, we ain't got nothing. You guys, I'm chill, bro. Okay, but listen, if I pull up in it like 3 Mini Coopers, okay, take me to jail. You know what's going down. Okay, Italian job that shit. AI will snitch on you, though. You want a list now? I've been on the fucking list, you guys. What are you saying? You know that? I've watched the fucking news copy me. I'm the most shadow banned in all of market history. Y'all don't think? I've been on this damn list. I'm still looking for the FTX list. They don't feel me, bro. Remember I told you? Even my dad's on the damn list, bro. One time my dad came back from Mexico and they kept him for like 5 hours because he had an Arabic Bible and then he had a flash drive with like the Quran and all this other shit. And they were like, dog. And my dad just tried to convert him. That's it. They gave up. You know that? They let him go because my dad was saying, Habibi, where do you go when you die? If you die, where do you go? Will you go to heaven? Do you know? No, don't worry. So I'm going to do the same thing. You know, if they show up, I'll be like, I'll answer anybody's questions. And I got a few of my own, actually. I say, do you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior? Why not? If you did die, where would you go? Do you know he is your father? You know, I got a couple questions for him, actually. So, yeah. But I still kind of like this idea. Handed him a Bible when he asked for a light, bro. Yo, Gavin Newsom's live. My favorite fucking person. Fuck yeah, Gavin. Don Lemon. I like Don Lemon, bro. You know that? I think I could only imagine how he reacted listening to me. To the point of filming a video with me in the background. So, like, I think he turns into salt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think he turns, like, it's so crazy. Like, I didn't realize he was that pissed at fucking, like Jesus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I always wonder. I'm like, this guy got paid like 40 mil. He's worked in news his whole life. I'm like, why? Like, what does he want with Stock Market Live? You know? I wonder. But then once I realized like he got that Jesus ick. I was like, oh.
My wife is here. We had a close to 20-minute conversation with Trump the night before he federalized the guard, where he just literally lied and said he read me the riot act. And Jen said, my God, that went well. Must have. I said, I know. I was like laughing. I was smiling the whole time. I kept trying to bring up LA. He had no interest in LA. Wanted to talk about how many hats he had sold. He goes, what do you think of New Scum? He says. This is right the night before he federalized the National Guard. I said, hey, yeah, what do you think of New Scum? It's pretty good, isn't it? I say, he goes, and I paused. He said, it's original, New Scum. I said, well, it's not really original. There was literally a guy in 7th grade on Baltimore Street used to call me that. And he goes, well, yeah, but how about MAGA? I said, well, that's pretty good. But that's not original either. And he got a little upset.
Is he talking about Donald Trump, like
even Meg Whitman, California,
bullying him?
He goes, no, how many hats you think I sold? I said, I don't.
Donald Trump came up to me and asked me several times what I feel about New Scum.
And
I
so
sit there and smile
amazing to me that
with my wife.
Interaction. It should amaze all of you that the President of the United States, operates as he does. And I continue, I said it this morning of my team. I mean, they mentioned, we have our morning meetings, our staff meetings, and, there were 3 or 4 things.
I'm telling you, man,
I said,
I love
why'd you bury the lead? And it's
Scott Bassett,
it's shock.
But he fucked me up so bad, dude. Fucking
day.
Patrick Bateman, Sparkle Beach Ken. I can't unsee it now.
But our relationship.
That's all. Like, I get creeped out by Newsom now. I used to just dislike him. Now I'm like, wait a minute.
Folks in this room probably know the California Health Care Union has proposed.
Oh wait, he's not wearing his Jordans today? That's so weird.
In the state, 5% of their net worth over 5 years. You've come out against it, but what they're trying to address, what they say they're trying to address, is a shortfall in Medi-Cal caused by HR 1, the One Big Beautiful Act.
What if he's been one of your OG Chads?
That Medi-Cal, that the
oh,
state
you guys aren't
healthcare
gonna like
system
this.
Isn't in danger.
Are you ready?
By this federal law, and what should we do about it?
I don't believe in OGs.
Yeah, HR 1 is a disaster.
You know that?
I mean, just talk about your kids and grandkids.
I don't. I hate to break it to you.
Burden.
I do not believe in OGs.
Instability.
So you cannot identify with OG. I don't give a fuck.
The deficit's down. You didn't even.
I don't believe in OGs.
Costs of the big beautiful bill.
You know Jesus. You know my guy Jesus. He never cared about the social hierarchy.
Well, we do.
He never cared about status, position.
They're billionaires.
Never, and they killed him for it. I try to operate the same. I don't care if you're rich. I don't care if you're poor. I don't care if you're new. I don't care if you're old. Can you listen and apply? Will you live the right way or not? That's all that matters. You either do it or not. That's what I believe in. Unfortunately, I believe in GG's. Amen. Good game, baby. Good game, and let's get another one. But there's no OG, unfortunately. That's why. It reminds you, the trading fraternity. I made the trading fraternity because I was in a frat. And after a couple years in a frat, I'm like, yo, this is kind of Scott Bassett. And I'm like, because then you would have OGs in the frat, but then they would all like eventually they just act a certain way. So yeah, you can't be a OG. No OGs, bro. I want a real brotherhood. Real, what do they say? Blood makes you related. Loyalty makes you family.
In fact,
I need realness.
What the Legislative Analyst Office said it would do.
No, I'm sorry.
Any of us,
yeah.
When they put that out, you would have a windfall one time, and then over the years.
What, it's a little Scott Bassett? Yeah, kind of Scott. No Scott Bassett, but you know what I'm saying.
In taxes, because taxpayers will move. And that is what I fear at a state.
See, y'all know Jesus got that. He knew it, bro. He knew it.
That's an interesting conversation. It's a challenging one too.
Y'all haven't lived long enough where people have tried to use their OG status to get you to believe some dumb shit. Y'all don't want to have this talk.
Where do you mark to market?
Y'all don't want to have this talk. Why do you think half the world melted down after 2020?
When did you buy your Bosky?
I've known you forever.
71 or was 19?
What do you mean you're gonna vote for that? What do you mean you're gonna believe?
The wine collection, sir. Let me look again. Hold on. Mark to market. Wait a second. So
yeah,
you
man.
haven't sold your stuff. But all these things, it gets complicated.
You got to
I'm not
stay
suggesting-
true.
I'm not here
Compass,
to
true
belittle
north.
it, argue. I think the imbalance, I said it, the state of the state, the imbalance between the rich and the poor is the oldest and most fatal ailment of all
What the fuck is this guy saying?
2,000 years ago. 10% of people own 2/3 of the wealth in the United States of America. This is
Bitch,
not
you own a vineyard. You own the
30-year-old.
auberge.
never done worse. 30-year-old today.
Your whole family is a lineage of rich politicians, Gavin. Rich one, really rich, Gavin.
If you're gonna say
California rich, Gavin.
absolutely. But this proposal by one local in SCIU, I do not believe is the answer.
Will it get to the ballot?
They have the money. I don't, and we'll see.
Yeah.
There's a lot of leverage in this. I think he's got 3 ballot initiatives. This is, by the way, someone said to me, "You need to veto this." I said, "Well, I can't because it's not
not how it
legislative."
works.
And by the way, the legislature's not promoting this. This is an individual with money. And so I had someone, you'll appreciate this, true story. It was a Zoom with a bunch of fancy folks and outraged. So, we've got to reform this direct democracy. It's outrageous. Anyone could get something on the ballot. I said, just like you got the recall on the ballot. He dropped off the screen.
And by the way, you go a long way back with a lot of these fancy folks. Like, how do you talk to them about leaving the state? And do they reckon with the inequality in the tax code and the need for them to, at some level, to pay more?
Yeah, look, I mean, there's some extraordinarily enlightened people in that category, and there's some that they put a mask on and their face is drawn into it.
And by the way, let me just be more specific. What do you tell Sergey
Yeah.
when he says, "I'm moving to Incline or to Reno"? Are you disappointed by that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, but obviously, I think they're disappointed in some respect as well. I mean, there's just a lot of anxiety out there. And look, I believe in a progressive tax system. I've championed a progressive tax system. I've defended it formally and informally, and will continue to. And I do believe this economy is broken. And I do believe there is a reason there are a lot of Bernie supporters that are also Trump supporters.
Nah, bro.
A lot of Trump supporters.
I would
also
like
Bernie
Gavin
supporters.
if California wasn't a
And that is
shithole.
something we should absorb.
Because this place is
and
awesome.
understand.
California
And
is so
I'm
beautiful,
not
bro. I went on a
defending
walk
the status quo by
yesterday.
any stretch of the imagination.
That
In
sunset,
fact,
bro,
our
just
entire
I didn't even
agenda
get to
is
see
around
the
growth and
sunset.
inclusion.
I just
That's
saw
why
the
we
yellow.
do have
Oh,
a minimum wage of
California
$20,
used to
but
be
not at
dope,
Walmart,
dude. It still is
but
dope.
at fast food.
That's why, and like this guy just walk
That's why
around.
we
He's
do
like,
have
I did that,
$25
bitch. You made it. It's terrible.
for healthcare workers.
Anything you have done has been terrible.
No other state can lay claim to that. In fact,
But like,
20
yeah,
states
bro. And they're like, let's make it more
minimum
terrible.
wage is
What?
$7.25 still today in this country. That's madness. It's why we did the earned income tax credit. It's why I increased paid family leave. That's why I increased paid sick leave. That's why we've done a brand new grade preschool for all. That's why we've done historic expansions for childcare. That's why we're doing more in healthcare, the largest healthcare expansion.
You know they're saying
in
the same
country.
thing in
That's
San
also
Diego?
putting pressure on our
You got
Medicaid
people
budget.
running around
Question
San Diego
about
now, and they're finding daycares with no
absorb and
kids.
offset that anxiety
Fucking
and
Nick
stress,
Shirley,
but,
look what you did, Nick.
But I do think this is
They're everywhere.
unfortunate, and we'll continue to make a case for alternatives.
You
to
had
that.
Dr. Oz driving around Cali finding
In
fake
the audience, there's 2 microphones,
Medicare,
please.
Medicaid,
State your name and
hospice,
your
all this
affiliation.
other shit.
Lily Jamali with BBC News. Nice to see everybody. On the billionaire tax proposal, I just wondered if you have actually engaged with any of the billionaires who have threatened or have left.
For months.
And what have those conversations been like?
I-
Can you give us
A lot of layering
specific-
centers.
As you would suggest. This is, to me, it's so it's as if it's just become a story.
Dog, we
even
knew
for
though,
me, it was an
remember?
issue we've been
Remember
tackling
when
for
I
5 or
first
6
discovered, I
months,
was like, wait a
and
minute,
now
y'all,
it's become
since when did a fucking daycare cost a McLaren?
So yeah, no,
We
I've
should have
engaged
known.
with the proponent of it directly, indirectly. My staff consistently is working with the person that's championing this.
We knew, bro.
I've met with people
We
that
knew.
feel they're
Because that was it wasn't always like that.
have no problem
That's a
paying more
recent
income tax.
phenomenon. You guys
People
don't know
that
they've talked about
literally
that?
are giving away all
Like
of their
luxury
money. They wanna do
goods.
it on
You guys know in the last like
timeline that
5
their
years,
family
like
has
luxury goods didn't
Not
get more
this
luxurious.
individual's timeline.
Luxury goods didn't
that are
go up a
concerned
lot
about
in
losing
price.
control
Yeah,
of
watches went up, shit like that. Lambos for a little, but no, that's
of the
fuck
unique
that.
characteristics
It was
of
the
the
basic
cash
necessities.
situation.
It was electricity.
I've met with
It
all of them, and
was
they're all at different
daycare, phones, shit like that
of,
people use
you know,
more
their
started going up and taking more of the share of income.
Abundance.
It wasn't luxurious.
Some will
It
never
wasn't
go to
lux.
pay.
That's why when I was like, what do you mean daycare costs that? But it wasn't always like that.
With those as
And
well.
then, I mean, it
Good
makes
point.
sense. All
Good
the
people that was out there
subsidies and
for
all the
why we
shit.
don't.
Just like
Yeah,
health
still
insurance. We
reach
knew,
out
bro.
and
We
help
knew.
those folks, because I'm very mindful as a guy who budgets for this state that we
You
rely
budget?
on a very small number of people that allows us to do historic things, for example, with behavioral health, which is probably one of the most exciting stories that has been under.
He's less pissed though, if you
reported in
notice.
California.
He got really mad at the
to reform our behavioral health system.
at the
There's a
what's it called?
connection. And by the way, that's a literal connection, because we have a
At the
millionaires
Davos.
tax that also funds our Mental Health Services Act, and it provides an abundance of resources and investments in this space.
Hey, Governor, Jeremy Webb with Politico. Thanks for taking my question.
Lambo indicators and shit. I think there's 1,000 Lambos now. Well, the prices have dropped dramatically.
State and you specifically, I'm wondering how you feel about a Democrat running to succeed you, seemingly running a campaign in
I don't know enough about him. I wish him good luck.
He said you jumped blindly.
1,046 Lambos.
Well, I've tried to put a mirror up. I don't know that quote.
Damn, the Revolto came down.
I think it's been important what we've done. Put a mirror up to the aberrant behavior of Donald Trump.
Do you think Mahan's done a good job in San Jose?
And I think part of putting a mirror up to that aberrant behavior has allowed me to drive a conversation that I couldn't drive in the past. And it's a conversation that is style, undoubtedly, but also substance.
Bro, that's what I'm
53
saying.
Lawsuits.
They're like, the
wildly
dollar's
successful in that
dying.
space.
You can get a
Organizing with
Lambo
other
at
governors,
50% off from 3
strategies
years
to
ago.
not just defend ourselves, but go on the offense. Let me
Your
give you
dollar
an
gets you
example.
more
West
Lambo
Coast
today.
offense
It gets you more
with governors of
Lambo.
other Western states for healthcare, Reproductive Freedom Alliance that we've organized.
You
Our
don't fit in a
engagement
Lambo?
with
That
the
sucks,
WHO.
man.
I was meeting with
But you
the
guys,
president
you
of
got
the
blessed
WHO in
with
Davos.
like
We
being
saw
8 feet
J.B.
tall.
Pritzker entering that.
But like,
The
I
work
fit
we're
in
doing
all these
coordinating
little
with other
supercars my whole life, dog.
on strategies
You know, I'm like
related to what's
a little
happening in
leprechaun
current
jumping in and
day
out. And
in
fucking, they're perfect for me.
Minneapolis and Minnesota. The fact that we're
But I
working
got little
directly
man
with
syndrome, so
other
I don't like
offices
being that
on
low to the
weakest
ground.
base related to
That's
their
why, yo, put me in the
litigation
big
strategies.
truck.
All of that's part and parcel of
Lift
the
it.
approach that we've taken.
Hi, my name is Shree Mupidi. I'm a reporter at The Information. I cover AI. My question is, do you think we're in an AI bubble, and how do you foresee this playing out? Last night I
You think
reported
AI?
that
Gavin is? Why are we asking Gavin about AI?
Amazon are investing up to $60 billion in OpenAI, and so I'm curious about sort of all.
Yeah,
these
how you
their
feel about AI,
superhero
Gavin?
Deals, and what do you make?
And
of
by
Yeah.
the way, an amendment, because it's a great question, what would it mean for California if we are, and the budget?
Well, we're mindful of that. That's why we're, in our January budget, the real show of our budget will be May, because of the abundance of this moment. I mean, I just saw our December numbers, which went through the roof. Our January numbers, we're in a very different place than we were just literally a few weeks ago when we announced our budget, because of the nature of the capital gains, the income tax revenue, because of this moment. Look, it was interesting. I was on so many different panels. I participated in these closed conversations around the issue of AI, and surprisingly overseas. But of course, that's what we all do here, seemingly on an hourly basis, not on a daily basis.
Call
The
a gold
interactions we
dealer.
have. Are we in a bubble? Are we
Or
not in a
melt it
bubble?
down.
And everyone's perspective on it. Larry Fink had his version of no, we're not. Others would suggest that we are. But at the end of the day, the boom bust will lead to this sort of infrastructure, this new platform that will change everything in more ways on more days. And fundamentally, on the other side of that is a little bit more optimism. But in the short term, the situation, there'll be winners and losers, to your point. We are the beneficiary. The country is the beneficiary. You saw outperforming consumer spending as it relates to GDP in this country. I mean, this is the only thing Donald Trump has going for him right now. Personally, too.
Yeah, you too, bro.
Capitalism, the self-dealing that he's doing in this space, the crypto and the AI space. But it's a really exciting
SPSC,
time.
3%.
The first state to
It's
lead in
lagging a
terms
little
of,
bit, but eyes.
doing regulations for frontier models, large language
I think we
models.
saw this the other day.
We worked through that over a 2-year process. It's become, we think, I don't want to overstate it, but Kathy Hochul mirrored a lot of what we did. She made it our own in New York. In some ways, it may have the tenets of becoming a national model. We take it very seriously. Truth, trust, peril, promise.
Is
I
a
don't see it in
Minnesota headline
binary
tied to
terms.
this?
I'm not an accelerist.
It's only 2 now. It's kind of chilling.
In this respect. And
I'm
maybe
not
it's
taking
because
it.
I spend too much time with all of the flavors and perspectives on this, so I can see the contours. But I also know this: we don't know what we don't know. But I do see the need for us to address the issue of anxiety in a deep and profound way.
Well, you got to melt it down. Look, I got my grill. Y'all were asking me that's what it's supposed to look like.
Income, old construct.
They selling them for $2,000. That's 10 karat.
A lot of folks
I use real gold. I don't know. I think mine's 18 karat.
Do that. I've been
But I got some copper in it.
figure a version of that out. But universal basic capital.
I tried it on halfway yesterday, as much as it would fit.
Not just redistribution.
My girlfriend laughed at me.
Tenets and aspects for the
She said it was extremely ugly.
That we're trying to show.
I got offended.
More on that, we hope.
Say, you don't love me? You don't love me with my grill? She said it looks like I lost my teeth.
Resolving something.
She said, why would you ever do that?
2 more.
I said, you don't understand, European. You don't understand.
You and the Attorney General released guidance this week saying that state and local law enforcement have the authority to investigate violations of state law by federal officers. And there's also a proposal in the legislature.
Yeah, Dash is dying.
That would require the state attorney general to investigate shootings
1.2
by federal officers. So, do you think that should be a mandate, and should it be the responsibility?
Grubhub to remove fees for all restaurant orders over 50?
Well, we have great partnerships. You know, I've been very proud. We worked with the legislature, did something never been done in California.
So big orders, no, but then don't they just charge you?
Prosecution, $267 million.
Who bought Grubhub?
5 LEAs, local law enforcement agencies for investigations and prosecution. So we believe, localism is determinative as it relates to local independent district attorneys. There's obviously a role of our Department of Justice at the AG level.
Oh, my bad. No, I saw it, bro. We were talking about going to Fort Knox. Your fiance want to buy 2 houses for your parents? Is it a bad idea?
Tend not to
I mean, if you could afford it, just don't overpay. That's what I was telling people today. But as long as you don't
but I appreciate you referencing
overpay, you'll be
sure
fine.
many states have done,
but that's the real risk right now.
Was the guidance we
Somebody
put
just
out
said
in
earlier today they got a deal in Jersey.
Reminding local DAs.
But before you get married, you guys should both use your FHA loan. So you could get 2 FHA loans. You could only get 1 when you're married. Fun fact.
Federal rules and preemption. By the way, that's being tested in the courts. I signed the first bill in the country on unmasking.
The market went down because of Microsoft, really. And then a multi-trillion-dollar gold, silver sell-off.
We have a government shutdown, and I think it's an important one. I think they should take.
Yeah, bro, I had the drip grill. I can't believe I found it.
Sense of community
I'm
again.
so happy. It's worth a couple grand at least. I think if I sold it right now, I think I'd probably get 2 or 3 grand. It's an ounce of gold, though. That was my whole intention when I did it.
And I imagine scares the hell out of you.
I think it's just right. It's like 0.9 of an ounce. But that was my whole thing when I bought it, because I was like, well, my gold, I had a bunch of gold and I wasn't doing anything with it. So I said I want to put it on my teeth, and I made that happen.
Ban ICE officials from applying or getting California
Of 14K.
jobs.
Well, remember, if it's 14K gold, it's a different. I don't know what the weighting is.
So, wondering if you support any of those, or what is kind of your constructive proposal?
We've looked at that.
So like 3 ounces, I think 3 ounces of 14 karat is like 2.8.
We looked through.
Or no, it's like 1.5 ounces of like gold, because the golden eagles are 24 karat.
Proposal. I want to be careful not to opine on that, but it is pending. It's something we had already considered, and we'll see where the legislation lays out. But there are some legal parameters that have to be worked through on both of those.
Before I let you go, Governor, at the beginning of next year, you will be a 59-year-old unemployed man.
Yeah, 14.
Jennifer, there's nothing
Will I
sadder.
be 59? Yeah.
There's nothing sadder.
That's
So
not
what-
even middle age. That's the other side of middle age.
Gavin's
What? Any
59?
plans for 2027?
Waymo to start out offering San
I'm just so
Francisco
hurt by your
airport
question.
access.
I'm so struck by it.
Yeah, I believe it was
It's
factual.
fine. I know. I'm a milk cart.
I don't know if this is updated, but it says 14 karat gold is 3,200 an
All these
ounce.
questions about who's next and all that are uncomfortable. And let me apologize to Jerry Brown for all the little things I said and did when I was sitting there chomping at his knees and feet and working to get in his office. But this has been a privilege, and I'm going to run the 110-yard dash. And if anyone sees evidence that I'm not, I got some work to do. But
dude, Gavin is 58 years old?
You know, I've got an OKR process that's well established. That's the bane of
what?
Existence. All my poor department heads, and you know.
I'll give him that, bro. He's aged pretty good, but he acts like a weird 40-year-old.
To finish the job and navigate in this treacherous environment. I want to be held to a higher level of accountability.
Dog, Gavin almost qualified for a fucking reverse mortgage.
Talk about the way the world is and should be. I think it is my job. I have a moral authority that I need to bring to this conversation, not just the formal role as governor of California, but also represent, you know, a state where 27% of us are foreign-born. The size of 21 state populations combined. We're a global state. We're an international. I mean, we are a universal state in every way, shape, or form. What's happening around the globe impacts California disproportionately. Number one in two-way trade. Number one in direct foreign investment. Look at the ports. 40% of the goods movement down in LA and Long Beach. All of this directly impacts us. And I think anyone running for governor and auditioning for governor needs to be reminded of that as well. It's a big part of the job and role. Ask farmers, ask the ranchers, whose tax burden has gotten worse, not better, since Donald Trump has become president, with these regressive taxes and tariffs and the trade policies and all the damage we've done globally
sale.
Overseas. These are direct issues, and so it's really important, I think. And
it's
so,
not really moving much,
that's my
though.
mindset.
That's good to know.
And we'll see where fate brings things. One thing I am, and this is important too, I'm also a small business guy, and you know, most of you don't know that or don't care. But I started right out of college, pen to paper. One part-time employee, Pat Kelly. Started about 21 small businesses, restaurants, hotels, and wineries. At peak, about 1,000 folks. Not saying that to impress.
Long term. Top is the law, bottom is the term.
You know, Democrats don't understand P&Ls.
That'd be kind of cool if I had a grill that said long term.
Spare me. Live and breathe this. It's been in a blind trust. It's frustrating.
It's great. My girl don't like the grill,
Not that
dude.
It matters anymore.
I don't. You know, I used to wear this. I would wear it in public from time to time.
And promoting.
I guess it's just this was like 10 years ago, man.
Has the knee pads available and. Maybe
but I don't know, man. I don't know if grills are still. I like the diamond grills. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd like a diamond grill, but then again, they hurt. I don't know if you've ever wore a grill. Some of you may have not, but
few identities.
They hurt, bro. Like in your teeth, like when you bite and shit and talk, it's kind of, and then you talk like this a little bit.
That is never going to escape me, and that just may be me out there volunteering and working with Jen and her nonprofit on gender equality, or may manifest differently. Who knows?
Governor, thank you for joining us.
Good to be with you. Thank you.
Please stay seated while the governor leaves.
Well, I found out Gavin's 58 years old today. I didn't know that. Where's all the money, Gavin? It's my held up good. It's power hour, you guys. So watch gold and silver. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow. That was an exciting one. And then Apple after the bell. I'll get you guys the preview actually here in a second. But my goodness. Yeah, Apple actually turned up pretty good. ChatGPT launches dedicated translate tool. I mean, Duolingo's kind of already been guttered, but see. It sucks though. I'd be scared to like turn gold into jewelry because of all this refining shit. I don't know. Maybe that could be a good test if I go to try to get this gold melted down. I want to see what it would come out as. Like how much do you get? How much does it cost? All of that. But yeah, I can't believe I found more gold, bro. I'm a little leprechaun. I'm excited to have it. I told you I have a I have a picture. I might post it. You can see what it looks like. I stepped on it, so it got smaller. So only like half of it fits, and it's very painful. You had the gum wrapper grills. I had that too, bro. That was a long time ago. It's not rocket science. You can melt it down at the farm. It's worth too much, bro. I'd spill it. I don't know. Does this count as finding gold at the farm? Oh, dude. Well, shit. I know how I'm gonna give it away now. Chad. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just bury it at the farm somewhere. And then you guys have to come find it. But you guys will fuck up the property trying to fucking... Do you realize how insane it would be? Because the farm is big enough, bro. It would be a massive treasure hunt. But I'm scared what you guys would do to find it. That's what I feel like. Chad would be like, very simple way to find it. I ignited half of the field on fire. That way I eliminated the brush and then the gold would reveal itself. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, you can't. Mm-hmm. I'd be kind of down, bro. Would you guys want to? Would you guys want to do a cult treasure hunt? I might as well. Why don't we do that instead? You remember how I wanted to give away those boxes? How about you guys all come to the farm and I will bury various items all around the farm and you just have to find it. I might dig some of them like 6 feet, 10 feet deep. Mm-hmm. I am requesting total chaos. It wouldn't be good. The winner of the fitness challenge. Oh, that'd be good, but like nobody gave me $5,000 to go on a fucking run. That's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. You should. The investment is yourself. You must value yourself. Maybe. I kind of like that. You know, find new. That's the thing. That might be the best part. Yeah, you guys might. They might like end up finding real gold though. Do I think it's a good opportunity to hug some silver? I'm looking at my keyboard to see if hug and buy are close. Are you okay? Kinda. You just type that. If you could hug silver whenever you like, brother. If you're near vampires, werewolves, politicians, but other than that, I mean, buying silver, I mean, we've been talking about it for a long time. But like I said, you should just do the math of what you're mad more about. Would you be mad if silver went to 150 and you missed out, or would you be happy if, or would you be more mad if it went to $50? How would you feel about that? And then that's it. Am I Mr. Beast now? Does it look like I've denounced Christ? No. Okay, calm down. You know that? That made me super sad, bro. I didn't know that. People showed like old Mr. Beast, his channel. Like when he was just starting out, he had his banner was like, I'm not ashamed to say Christ. He was like a Jesus boy. But now, you know that in them Amazon contracts, son. You know what I'm saying? The jerky links. What's it called? Jack links? But yeah, I like Mr. Beast though. I think he might be the Antichrist as the theory posits, but I like watching Beast games. It's actually a really good game show. I actually like doing that. But I was watching it, my friend was over and he got so mad. I have a friend who hates Mr. Beast. He gets like irritated at me. I'm like, why? Why do you not like Mr. Beast? He's like, I hate him. I hate it. It's fake. It's stupid. I'm like, what did you like lose a challenge or something? I'm like, why do you not? Yeah, my boy doesn't like Mr. Beast at all. This guy who took colloidal silver, his skin turned silver. Isn't that fucking X-Men? I swear it's an X-Men character. I saw colloidal silver. I was looking for that iodine shit that Chad told me to get. But, yeah. Ooh, what's this? How are you? Surprise, what is it? Barbecue chicken? Is this from the fucking Filipino store? Oh. Smell pretty wild. You've never had it? Then why are you giving it to me? Ah, jalapeno! You didn't try it. I'm trying it. It looks very organic. I just got a sandwich, dog. My girl. That's not like a feminist joke. She just brought me a sandwich. I'm scared of these jalapenos. Have you ate it yet? So you're just staring at me to take a bite of this? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Not bad. Tastes very real. Like homemade. Where'd you buy it? You went to a home?
I did.
You went to someone's house and just bought a sandwich? That's very gangster of you.
I actually had to.
Really? Where the fuck did you find this?
They only take cash.
They're good. I might get food poisoning. I like it. Oh, fine.
Mine's different.
Just don't get a jalapeno. You might die. She said you just bought this from someone's house. Is that weird?
Wait, that's yum.
It's yum. Very yum.
That's really good.
You don't got this in Switzerland, huh? Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Well, I'm thinking. I'll take it. Well, I got a sandwich. I usually don't eat till the market over, but I mean, she just pulled up, dude. It is. It's a buy. How do you know? It says banh mi, bro. Banh mi. Banh mi sandwich. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Barbecue. It's good though. My bad. You guys want me to leave it unmute? You guys want like a mukbang? I can't. Well, I could show you actually. Hang on, let me turn the camera on. You guys want to see it? It looked hella fucking. It looked like a bagel, dude. Like it looked like it looked like the bread Jesus handed out. I wasn't there, but I could, like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like it looked like it definitely have that look to it. Right? I don't know how to describe it, except for like Jesus might have ate this or handed it out with the fish. All right. Let's see. I locked in. I gotta show this to everybody. So only the other stream. You gotta go to the other stream, bro. Oh, look, it just showed up. Yeah, what do you think? Doesn't that look like the bread? It looks very organic. It's pretty fire though. You know what I'm saying? It looked like a Jesus sandwich, like the bread, real organic, bro. So it's not Filipino? Am I just racist? I said it. Look, she didn't. She just nodded. It's Vietnamese. That shit is good, bro. It's actually fire. Z-scaler on the low. Hold on. Hey, yo, ZS just got clapped. It's already down 7. I think they had earnings. Yeah, bro. And then I got my grill, son. Look at that goal, son. Yeah. That bread fell in Egypt. Nah, bro, for real. Alright, man. Oh, I kind of want to eat this shit now, bro. You guys are hyping it up now, too? Everybody's hyping it up. I'm fucking down. I'm down, bro. It's early, though. Actually, I guess we got 40 minutes. Listen, you tell me if you want me to unmute it, okay? Or if you want me to mute it. Show us I thought I just showed you the filling. I swear I just showed you the filling. This is really good. I'm like kind of geeking off of it, dude. Like it's actually like fire. I don't want to fuck it up. Y'all making me fuck it up. It's really good. It's like mayonnaise-y. It tastes like a fucking vegetable farm. Oh yeah, I forgot. It fucks up the audio. Yeah, the audio gets fucked up when I'm on it. Yeah, bro, you can see it's good. It's good shit. Oh, clown. We'll go. Jamaican. Oh yeah. I don't know any good Jamaican spots in San Diego. I had a guy take me. There's a place in LA. There's a real authentic place. LA. That was the first time I had a good jerk chicken. What is it? The pupusa? Isn't that what you get it in? Well, I love oxtail. Is it a pupusa? I had a jerk chicken pupusa and I was obsessed. It's liver? Shut up. I don't like liver. No, why you fucking... Nah, bro. It's chicken. Mayonnaise. It's good. Bro, I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm eating, bro. You guys don't see me eat a lot. I feel like this is a mukbang. Well, we could talk economics and food. I do need a drink though now. You know that? I'm enjoying it a lot actually. Do I sound like I'm not enjoying my meal? I feel like you can feel like you could hear me enjoy this shit. I'm gonna go drink. Papusa's Ecuadorian? Bro. Low key. Do I like the brown stuff in the? Yeah, it's liver. You're about to be like, it's dog shit, Josh. You like it? Yeah, I like this whole sandwich, man. I'm not gonna lie. This probably might be one of the best things I've eaten this year. I had some good food on New Year's, but this shit's fire, bro. That's like a really good sandwich. Macro mukbang, dude. You got some, got a couple of headlines. Couple things moving. I think the audio should be back to normal. You just got to hear my crunches. How do you know what the damn liver paste is? Wait, is that the mayonnaise? So I think it's mayonnaise and it's liver paste? I like it, bro. The Jesus bread. The damn cucumbers. Is it cilantro, bro? It tastes really fresh. I'm a big fan, bro. Pate's pretty good, but if you... I think it's mayo, dude. I don't know. I showed y'all the inside. Intel. Oh, I just dropped the chicken. That was an expensive opening. Kind of tastes like sushi. The cucumbers. Oh man, my bad. Food's good. I wish you brought this while Gavin was talking shit. That would have been nice. How much is it? I don't know. She said she had to buy it at somebody's house and pay them in cash only. So it's kind of scary. It feels homemade. That's what my first expectation was. No, there's nothing pink in here. I don't think there's liver shit, bro. You're lying. There's barbecue chicken, mayonnaise, onions, cucumbers, carrots. It's a McRib. It kind of looked like a McRib, honestly. It always has to have paste and butter. Whatever it is, bro, I'm a big fan. I saw that Eli headline, so I put Eli up. And the CCX thing didn't move. And then Apple. Here, I'll get you guys an Apple preview. You could preview Apple while I eat cucumbers. Sounds like a crunch wrap. What does it sound like? Like. Oh, like. What is it? Kind of relaxing. No, there is jalapenos. Bro, that crunch sound good on the mic, bro. This is for all the ASMR motherfuckers, huh? Yeah. I know y'all, but y'all creep me out sometimes. You know that? The ASMR, some of y'all get way too into that. No macadamia cookie? No, but that would sound great. I like cookies. It's almost gone, you guys. Well, here's your Apple preview. I can multitask. So you might want to save this. Again, Apple reports in 30 minutes. 138 is the estimate. Well, there's only one more day in the rest of the week. We just gave up a week and a half in 1 hour. Really? All right. All gone. There's the last bite, bro. Nah. I see how like some sounds are like satisfying to hear, but like I know some of y'all get way too like turned on by that, and it makes me really uncomfortable. They're like, yeah, pop the bubble wrap again. Again, closer to my ear. Yeah, pop the bubble wrap. Oh, yeah. That sounds like a really satisfying crunch. I'm like, okay, man. I gotta go. Oh, yeah, man. I don't know. That's not... I see the appeal of ASMR, but, like, never... I can't go, like, full... Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if Microsoft bounces, you'll get half of this shit back. I'm actually surprised it's not moving more. Is Meta going down? They're like, just kidding. We're not worried about AI. 39% growth is pretty good. Ooh. The best sandwich? Quiznos, Mike's, or Subway? Dude, Quiznos, but they closed Quiznos. I haven't had Quiznos in like 2 decades, bro. But they went hard. Mike's is pretty good. And then Subway, like when it was $5 and we didn't know the guy was a PDF file, that went pretty hard. What was it? The honey nut oat? What was that bread called? The honey oat? And then what was it? The teriyaki chicken? Someone know what I'm talking about. That was a very classic order. That was, I got honey oat with teriyaki, sweet honey chicken teriyaki, something like that. Someone, I need the name, but that was it. Jimmy John's I'd have in college. We just had one down the street. So did you know in Europe, Subway's bread, like nutritionally, it's listed as cake. So based on like the sugar content and how it is, sweet onion chicken teriyaki. There it is. But yeah, in Europe, the bread at Subway is considered cake. That's just like how because of the sugar and the carbs and all, it's cake. Isn't that funny? But yeah, Quiznos, R.I.P. the great. Yeah, I think same with McDonald's there. All right, hold on. I'm mucusy. I'm not going to let you listen. The mucusy gets crazy.
Has been split between a set of a sort of segment that I would call confrontationalists, a lot of resistance liberals, and associated politicians like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who really favor kind of public presence and confrontation, and then other leaders, including some of the Democratic congressional leaders like Chuck Schumer, I think, who have been a little more wary of taking too strident a tone on immigration, because polls show that voters, by and large, still favor Republicans over Democrats on immigrations. I think that the killings of 2 U.S. citizens at the hands of Border Patrol agents over the last month in Minnesota has decisively shifted Democratic public opinion behind the confrontationalists, and I think you've seen that in the refusal of a number of Democrats to say that they will move ahead with a government funding bill. So right now, we still don't have one. The government is due to shut down tomorrow night, but I think you can see both parties moving towards some kind of a degree that would rein in ICE, that would rein in its funding, and would set some conditions on what these federal agents can and can't do when they go out into communities across the country.
Josh, one of the things I think about, and you mentioned, the voting public and midterms now, 10 months away or so, or actually 9 or so months away.
Yeah.
And I just think about what's going to matter. And, we have a lot of time between now and then. And I'm just wondering, what is the strategy that you think we're going to see maybe once we get through, I hate to use those words, it sounds so simplistic, ICE and what's going on in Minneapolis. And I'm just curious, who really is going to be in charge of what the president's doing? I think about Steve Bannon and how much he played a role in President Trump's first term, but I'm just trying to figure out who's really setting the tone for the lead up to the midterms.
Yeah, well, for Democrats, the strategy is easy, and that is to say, Trump is bad, we need to unite and take power away from Republicans. That's a no-brainer. For Republicans, it's a lot harder. Trump tends to react sometimes impulsively on different issues, has trouble driving a message. If you ask people in the White House what they'd like him to be talking about, most would say they'd want him to focus on the economy and the affordability. Obviously, the events in Minnesota have overshadowed that quite a big deal, by quite a lot. Trump was out in Iowa earlier this week talking about affordability. It's not really breaking through.
Shut up, Josh. Amazon in talks to invest $50 billion. Wait, did that chick leak it? Amazon CEO directly involved in Amazon's funding negotiation. I don't know if that's an update or not. I can't tell if it's new or old. But yeah, as much as $50 billion in OpenAI. They're saying Yassi is leading it, Amazon CEO. They tweaked a little bit. Now it's going up. Seeking to raise $100 billion in new round. The shutdown. Well, that's the thing. I don't think the shutdown is going to cause much, even if it does happen. Remember, last shutdown, the only consequence was your fucking data. That's the only thing I'm scared of. And then we're going to have to go back to 1 month, 2 month delayed data. And then it just feels like you're floating. Dak, a couple of retailers went up here too. Again, Microsoft and Meta hold up. I mean, Amazon lift. But Microsoft came back up. I mean, he recovered a couple hours there just in that last 10, 20 minutes. Then you got more Microsoft or Amazon funding news. Why are they funding OpenAI? They're getting investments. Remember when Amazon and Ford... Remember, Amazon made money on Rivian, right? And then the trucks, so... It's another growth vertical, I guess. Ba-da-ba-ba-bop. Oh, YSS is an IPO. Now leading operator for satellites in orbit. IPO? Oh, it's negative. How much is the flow? Let's see. 18.5 million at 34 a share. Not bad. You're right at the price and you got 14 million. So there's still 8 million more shares to go. I don't know their over allotment. That might be the best. It didn't meet criteria here, but if it's still down at 18 million volume, that might be decent. I don't know much about them, but anything satellite related. And again, the rumor the other day on those contracts, someone's going to get a contract soon. You kind of hope Apple earnings are super weak. Okay, are you having a good day? Or how do you feel about people swimming in the ocean? I hope a shark eats them. Okay, that's never mind. Okay, Michael Burry. Batman. Huh. Well, Amazon liked that news. OpenAI could fund it, value it as much as $830 billion. That's ridiculous, dude. You guys remember, most of my career in the market, we waited till decades for a company to reach $1 trillion, and it was Apple. Now they're gonna get $1 trillion at IPO. Before IPO is the wildest concept. Have you guys heard the tin on Sam Altman? I don't know if you guys want to talk about it. So you know his first company, Looped, right? He made a company called Looped, and he sold it for several $1 million. But like back in the day, they would give him shit on how many users. They're like, how many users is there? And he wouldn't tell people. And then somebody put out a report and they're like, he only has 500 users. And he said, no, it's 10 more times that, 100 times more. And then he said he would give them the evidence. And then the company sold to a bank. And the bank was backed by Sequoia. And that's kind of, Sequoia invested in Looped. But long story short, he got an exit. And then he sold his app, and then that's what made him a millionaire. And then he used that to go on to do whatever. But then that's it. And now he's here. So the first exit, all he did, again, have any of you ever used Looped? Are any of you familiar with Looped? But yeah, so it's a good, I mean, hey man, if his second exit's $1 trillion, that's fucking hype. Never heard of it? Oh, it's an interesting one. But yeah, most people don't know this. Oh shit. They're saying at this OpenAI, if they get this money from Amazon and raise it, it would value them at $895 billion. So theoretically, if he doesn't IPO this year and then he takes another round even higher, maybe if he makes more than a couple billion, he could be valued at $1 trillion before IPO. Which I don't think, there's nothing ever close to that. I remember when Alibaba came out, that was a multi-billion-dollar IPO. And people were freaking out. But $1 trillion IPO would be insane. It's crazy too, because I think Anthropic is doing a lot better, at least in terms of like revenue. But yeah, they scrapped Loop. Loop never really became a app. Never really did anything. Aramco, actually, yeah. Saudi Aramco. But then that was like backed by a bunch of oil, like literally. But yeah, that was, I think, the biggest IPO in the world. Oh, well, 18 minutes, Chad. And then you get Apple. Oh, man, dude, I hate eating. You know that? Now I just want to take a nap. Why did I eat, bro? Why did she hand me this fucking devil sandwich? You know that food? I don't know. I don't know how y'all eat during the day. I either need to eat more or I need to go on a walk. No, why Berkshire? But not a bad close. Gold and silver didn't do shit. I'm surprised. Unless we still got 20 minutes. If it wants to come up. Actually, gold might even end up green, low-key. But it just gave up all of it. Oh, the SanDisk preview. Are they today? Again, it's going to probably report like... yeah, they are today after the close. Hold on, I got it, but it's not loading. So here's for SanDisk. 2.69 versus guidance of 2. They're probably going to, if they go slightly above and then all about the guide. They're literally up 130% on the quarter. And then pricing in 12%. Last 3 quarters, 15, 5, and 5. Kind of crazy, actually. Yeah. I know, isn't that less than a normal day though? We've seen that thing move 15% a lot. It sucks. You could get cheap. They're dailies, though, at this point. So I don't know if they're going to play out like the STX. Remember, bro, the STX, you had like a week of time, so those fucking hit. But these ones that are cheap, they're not, what's it called? They expire in a day. You might get lucky, though. Yeah, these are insane. Oh, at least they're on February. They don't have those little weird daily contracts. Hmm. Nope. Cool. She's being so slow. Okay. All right. God bless America. I think gold and silver are going to try to close green. Like I say, last hour, bro. They wanted to fuck with it. And then get ready for the Chinese session. I don't know if Nigel will come out. Unless they have babies again. But yeah, bro. I got clapped a little bit. That food, bro. I'm tired now. I can't believe it. That food in my tummy. Oh, bread. I'm gonna walk, bro. I need to go on a walk. I'm gonna ball today. I think I'm gonna try. The critical. I think they walk back that Reuters thing, but it's still kind of chilling. Well, yeah, SanDisk is up 130%. I mean, it's either gonna rip or die. There's a chance that it cucks, but remember, SanDisk is a new company. Like, it's a spin-off, so this is technically its third or fourth earnings. So first two were 5%, last one was 15% down. But yeah, it's gonna be a wild one. SPY's going up. Apple's going up. Silver and gold. Gold and silver are back to green now. Those little fuckers. Let's see the premiums. If I can't do it, homie, it can't be done. And then the gold got up again, pop. Everything in top. For sure, I'ma make it go, baby. Oh my gosh. My gold premiums are up on the bid, you guys. That's insanity. After all of that fucking shit show, I'm up 11%. Remember, I was up 80% when it was going down. But I'll take it. I'm not mad. I just think it's kind of comical. For sure, I'm gonna make it pop, baby. Wait till the morning. But then you know what's gonna happen now. Everybody's gonna sell off right away in the morning. After a day like today, bro. Even if that shit rocket up, everybody is selling out in 1 minute in. After you see that type of shit. So I'm gonna make it pop, baby. Well, yeah, just that, dude. That today looked like a really strong day. You had the strong you had a lot of things working in your favor. And then that was, again, trillions of dollars. I don't think trillions of dollars moved, but trillions of dollars of value. I don't know if value is the right word. Of valuation, maybe? Well, even then, the SPY's not bad, bro. Honestly, NASDAQ back below 1%. You're literally at 2%. You were at 2.2 at one point. So you recovered a lot there. I mean, it started with the little Trump thing. He didn't say much. Cooled the markets down. Had our Philo. Then we started melting up. And then Apple earnings. As long as Apple's not bad. If Apple's bad, you're going to do this again. Where we'll probably dump throughout the day. And then it'll come and pick back up. I'ma let the long term gonna pop, hold it till the top for sure. I'ma save it much, baby. If I can't hold it, homie, it can't be done. Okay, sorry. Nobody wants cash. Well, remember, you have a lot of stimulus this year. It doesn't feel like it because you're not getting a paycheck from the government, but remember, you actually will in April with the tax stuff. But other than that, I mean, not too much is still. Remember, people freaked out on 40% growth of Microsoft. But yeah, a lot of things are pumping now. That's it, dude. It sucks. Because then all of this stuff, like I'm saying, even the plays from this morning, they were up a lot more, but some of them are coming back. And then they're slightly green, but now you're just going to wait till you're going to do all of this tomorrow, depending on what Apple does. And then again, if Apple's good, then that Friday, Monday move to get out of this range, that's what we're really going to be looking for. But yeah, I mean, beginning first hour, second hour, and then the rest is just I enjoyed my sandwich more than this sandwich today. But yeah, later you're back to 0.7. This is nothing. Dow's about to go green and the Russell's about to go green. Why don't you trade gold futures instead of options? Dude, I wanted to trade a gold future today. I'm really glad that I didn't. So, I think this is a perfect environment to I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, man, I should have just been hitting some of these silver futures too, but I think that would have been nauseous this morning if I did that. Because I bought calls. I bought calls in the morning and I made money on the way down. Then they went to like break even. I was down, I think 11%, and now I'm back up to like 11 or 20. And yeah, so I think I'll just stick with that for now. Or maybe once I get a better read on, I do know what's causing it. It's China. But yeah, I'm kind of glad. Should we buy or short Apple? I mean, take a look at today. I mean, if you didn't already make money on the front run, like Meta is an example. Like if you have an idea of getting in the money, you could play Apple, and if you get in the money on the right direction, you're gonna make some cash. Other than that, though, like do these days not show you guys? Like, you could just play after. There's a bigger move afterwards, which is kind of where you would have got some. I'm kind of mad I didn't even pick up any more of the metas, but they were already a little bit higher up there, and I just kept my other one I had, and that one's good. I think playing afterwards might be your best bet, unless you have a general idea. I do think Apple is liable to go up, though, just because they don't have the same pressure from AI. Remember, last quarter, people were rewarding Apple for not investing a fuck ton in AI. And then today, everybody freaked out on Microsoft because of them investing in AI and not showing X amount of dollars and all of that. So, yeah, not bad. But Chattadonia, you got 2 minutes remaining. Bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home. Yeah, the AI loser winner. Pretty much. Remember, that was a big theme. So that's the only thing that makes me think Apple's going to do better. I already hit the pre-run-up, though, but I don't know if I'm going to play it on the upside. But then again, you've gotten a couple of surprisers already. Might be worth it. Yeah, you're pricing in about $10, 5%. Which isn't bad if they could get a record-breaking report. Otherwise, it'll probably stay in that range. And be careful, those February 2nds expire Monday. Oh, you did I mean, I have the copper plays. We got those a couple weeks ago. Anybody on copper, you made some fucking money. It doesn't matter what the fuck happened today. But I still think don't get too early on copper, though. You know, I think making them free, being wise is a good idea, but at the same time, it just that wasn't the big copper move. And I think you have a lot of time. You're gonna have many more weeks to do nothing, to go down, to go up. So, but yeah, I thought today would have been way bigger for gold and silver, but now it kind of was. You just gotta fucking wait down till tomorrow morning, and then whatever happens at night. Kind of funny if you really think about it. 7 hours. Oh, 45 seconds! Go, 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 go! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, most of your action happened in the morning and then kind of happening now. But I think today was a good crash course on what to expect. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll see if we break out of the range, but with how sensitive people are towards commodities, the dollar, the bonds, the Bitcoin, and now the tech and AI, you just got to wait for Apple, man. So I'd wrap it up. Again, everything in focus. They're going to be more consumer related rather than not. But 3, 2, 1, goodbye. Ding 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 ding. Horna. Chattadonia. Are you kidding me? We did it. We made it. 7 hours in the books. How do you feel, bro? Are you ready for another Apple, another earnings, another freak out? Everything in between? Oh, yeah, let me get SanDisk up. Yeah, let me get a good GG, baby. Drop that adjusted GG. What's up, baby? God bless America. My Chads, my members, my non-members, my stream alerts, everybody that held it down, the people locked in. Good game, baby. Way to hold it down, bro. I know that was a wild one. I don't know how that all played out, but oh, we got another day in the books. The month, that's it. Last day of the month tomorrow too, bro. So let's go. We got many more weeks to go. The long term, many years to go. But God bless you, baby, and way to contribute. Way to stay alive. Way to stay in the game. Way to contribute. God bless y'all. God bless every single one of you. Follow the way. Follow the way, baby. That's all you got to do. Follow the way. And GG. And thank you for your time, baby. And please get a long term. Stop playing around. It's your future, bro. Money on stats, I can show you the top. Every bottom I pop, both the key and the lock. Don't believe me, just watch. Use my freedom a lot. Give me the rock. You won't see me a lot. Monday through Friday, you need me, let's talk. All right, Chad. Is that it?
Like, for real, though.
I might let.
What are you
Oh,
doing this
fuck, dude.
Like, ask yourself that.
No.
It took a while to
Apple
get
don't
here.
come out
Told
for
me
like
that it's
30
taken.
minutes, dude.
You could ask my mama, been hustling since
I remember. I
So
always
had a
remember
lot of
too
time
late.
to get me all these haters.
I'm pretty sure
Talking
Apple
about
don't
it
come
every
out for
song
like
because
30
he showed
minutes,
me
man.
favor. But don't get it wrong.
You guys want to do karaoke in the meantime?
Study coaches ran the planet.
You guys want to do the karaoke?
Serve a purpose, not a man. I'm a working in the famine. I learned working from the
Let me
end. I'm
see.
the sickest motherfucker that you never seen before. I care about the final
1:30.
score and not the leaderboard. What the fuck you smiling for? Started
Bro.
like you been before. I'm just trying to live my life. Watch all the seeds I'm planting grow. Yeah. There's some shit you probably read about. Business and constituents, some words that make you sleepy, yeah. But I just made $1 million trading news up off the TV, yeah. I put that shit on YouTube now. The youth is trying to be me now. So, take notes and not granted. Stay woke and upstanding. Buy hope and sell panic. That's a lesson in disguise. So you might wanna rewind that. Sell it on the high decay time, then I buy back. I'ma take it, it's flagrant, but take patience. I'm stalking, then waiting, then trade it. Support it or hate it. I love your engagement. I came from the
You guys want to do
basement,
karaoke
like
with me?
said. Started from the bottom, how I get here. Lots of risk management, I focus on the 10-year. All that matters what's not when, just patient till it get here. I'ma do this till I'm dead, I hope I'm making this clear. Feel me?
Have you guys ever
Feel
seen
me,
this?
Otherwise, pay me no mind, but if you want.
My girl made me do this. My girl made me do this, but it's really hard. Would you guys like to try it with me? You want Trump freestyles? I mean, maybe. Let's do this one. See if you could do this. Are you guys ready? Can you do this? Let's go. Try. Bet it's really hard, bro. It's real. Do you know what it is? It's really, really hard. Ready? Dog, 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 dog. Cat, 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 cat. Dog, dog, cat, cat. Dog, dog, cat, cat. Dog, cat, cat, dog, cat, dog, cat, dog. Mouse, cat, mouse, mouse, cat, mouse, dog, mouse. Cat, cat, mouse, dog, mouse, cat, mouse, dog. Oh, fuck. Oh, I hate this one! Moon, spoon, moon, spoon, spoon. Okay, I got it. Spoon, moon, balloon, balloon. Spoon, moon, balloon, balloon, spoon. Damn it. Moon, balloon, spoon, balloon. Moon, spoon, raccoon, balloon. Woo! Spoon, moon, balloon, spoon, raccoon, moon, balloon, raccoon. It's hard. Spoon, moon, balloon, raccoon, spoon, moon, balloon, raccoon. Damn it. It's hard, bro. How was that not hard? I fucked up. Burger, bacon, cheese, cheeseburger, burger, bacon. Cheeseburger, bacon, cheese, boom, bacon, burger, boom. Woo! Butter. Oh, it's butter? The fuck is cheese? Fuck. Butter. Bacon, burger, butter, boom. Bacon, butter, burger. I thought, dog, I swear it was cheese. Yeah, can y'all do that? Can you not do that one? Damn it, bro. There's another one. Right? Let's try the new one. There's a new one. What the fuck is this? 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12. This is stupid. 11, 11, 12, 12, 11, 11, 12, 12. 12, 12, 11, 11. That's the... Steak, 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 steak. Snake, 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 Nancy Pelosi. What? Steak, 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 snake, 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 steak, steak. Wow. Snake, steak, snake, 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 steak, snake, steak. That's hard. Snake, snake, steak, 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 snake, snake. Jeez. Okay, this one's fucking dumb. This one's dumb, man. Do the Diddy version? I didn't know that existed. Oh, Visa came out. You guys know there's earnings. 10.9 billion versus 10.6. Adjusted EPS 317 versus 314. 69.4 total transactions versus 69.6. Cross-border volumes up 12%. Moon, boon, spoon, balloon. I can't believe it was butter. I swear it was cheese. Why do I think cheese looks like butter? Butter, there's SanDisk. Oh, 551 EPS. Net was 803. Hold on, where is it? I have the SanDisk one. Look at that. They waited for us to finish. Where is the revenue? Oh, I don't even have the revenue on there. And then Deckers came out. Well, yeah, it looks like SanDisk beat. Well, it's already up 9%. Again, it was pricing in $50 on one end. Yalla, habibi. Yalla. Moon, boon, spoon, balloon. Moon, moon, spoon, balloon. All right. Woo! 3.03 billion, dude. They killed it. So they beat by 20% on revenue. GAAP net income of 803. I don't know where their guidance was for that. I think 765, though. They killed it. And then EPS 515 diluted 612. Oh, dude, they doubled EPS. So they killed it. Expected third quarter revenue to be 4.4 to 4.8. Bro, they almost doubled up revenue. So yeah, they're gonna rip. It's already pricing in $50, but that one might hit, bro. Maybe those fucking dailies might go, dude. They actually doubled up EPS almost. And then revenue, they guided up almost 2 billion higher, 4.4 to 4.8. Estimate was 2.9. And then they beat on this quarter by another 20%. So I think it might go out there. I was saying the puts had a great risk to reward. You have to spend $200 if you wanted one with time. The ones with time, you'll make money, but the ones that were going for cheap, you might get lucky on those. That's what I was saying. If you feel you get lucky, but there could have been a better risk to reward to the downside. But they did really good. That's actually amazing. Dude, I'm seeing 620. So their adjusted beat, but EPS was 620 versus 360. Oh, dude. Yeah, they fully 100% higher EPS. Revenue smashed the highest of estimates. Even the guide. And then the full year, what? Full year EPS guide, $12 to $14. Estimate was $5.11. Highest estimate was $8.93. Yeah, highest revenue estimate was $3.7. They're doing low end, $4.4. And then margin was 65 to 67 versus 49 estimate. That was probably one of the best earnings. So again, it's already at one standard deviation. It might chill out. Remember, you're already up a substantial amount, but I would argue that's going to hold the 20. Again, if fucking STX went up, that was a solid ass fucking print. Well, I think Western Digital came out too with earnings. That might have been why. And then MU's just going up because. But yeah, that was a banger, dude. I think it is going to hold. Moon, boon, spoon, balloon. Moon, moon, spoon, raccoon. No, I'm sorry. But yeah, they did a little moon, moon, balloon. That was a great moon, moon, boon, balloon earnings. Yeah. I want to try moon, spoon, boon, balloon. Moon, spoon, moon, balloon. Yeah. All right, well, all you got is Apple, but SanDisk's going to help some things out. They killed it, dude. You do need a moon, balloon, spoon from Apple. If you just get a balloon, moon, balloon, that'd be good too. That was a balloon, moon, balloon. You see it? Like, that's a moon, balloon, moon. That's hard to say. I will take that too. I don't know if they priced it in though. One of them was pricing in a spoon. But you get a moon balloon or a balloon moon, that's always good money. $11, $11, $11, $11, $12, $12, $12, $12. What was the highest contract on there? $790 or like $760. So yeah, it's already at 600. But yeah, no, that's gonna do very well. That was killer, dude. They literally doubled up that EPS guide is fucking nuts too. Higher than everything. All right, now you wait for, we got 19 more minutes till Apple. Do you guys have any other requests? I don't know if there's anything else. Ball, 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 ball. Bell, 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 bell. Ball, 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 bell, 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 bell. Ball, ball, bell, 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 ball, ball. Ball, bell, ball, bell, ball, bell, ball, bell. Easy. I'm the fucking president. Oh. Doc, 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 doc. Oh. Shock, 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 shock. This is easy. Doc, 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 shock, 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 shock. Doc, doc, shock, 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 doc, doc. Doc, sock, doc, sock, doc, sock, doc, sock. Easy, easy. Level 3. I can do that. I'll do all of them. It's a bun. Bun, 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 bun. Run, 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 run. This one's easy. Bun, 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 run, 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 run. Stupid. Bun, bun, run, 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 bun, bun. This one, come on. Bun, run, bun, run, bun, run, bun, run. I have bunions. That's not hard. Okay, so yeah, Visa already came out. Visa beat. They guided low double-digit growth. Payment volume 387 versus 383. What was the other report? Yeah, they beat by 3 cents on EPS and revenue beat by like 200 million. Mm-hmm. Let's see, bro. This is gonna be in your nightmares tonight. You may like dog dar moon balloon, boon balloon. I love moon balloon. Spoon moon balloon is my favorite. I like that one. The government shutdown situation, I'm not too excited about it, and I don't think it's gonna affect the market too much. But I do think people might get political about it. The bad part is we just won't get data. That's the thing I'm worried about. I would hate to have to deal with the like one day delay to data to lag data lag data lag data lag data lag. I'm sorry, it's the song, but yeah. So we'll see. Moon moon balloon moon balloon raccoon. Yeah, the Iran stuff over the weekend would be bad too. I mean, oil was up a lot today. I think everybody was reacting to everything else, but oil kind of being up, that one wasn't that good. You're looking for your first rental? Do it. Just don't overpay. I'm very happy. Cody made me happy today. Cody was a good, that's a lot of people been sending me houses and they're like, Josh, I'm buying the house at the highest price ever. And I don't like that. But if you buy a house at a good price, lower, if you could go back, use your house like a time machine, just like we do with stocks. I like going back, buying stocks, good quality stocks at past price levels is a good time. So as long as you get a good deal on it, and then don't fall for like fake Excel spreadsheets and like assumptions for a rental, that's a good way to get clapped. You got to really be conservative with your estimates, and you could do good. And there's good loans out there that you could really put to work. Moon balloon. I'm sorry. Dude, we got 15 more minutes. I don't know how I can feel it. Trump, Biden, Trump, Biden, Biden, Trump, Biden, Trump. Is Donald Trump going live? Yeah, Trump is going to make an announcement at Apple earnings, bro. You saw insider buy.
This video will challenge how fast your brain can process information.
You guys want to do
In the
this one?
first exercise, you'll see a series of words on screen. Your task is to say the color of each word, not the word itself. So here, you'd say red instead of blue. Try to keep up as it gets harder.
The fuck? You can do it. Green. Yellow. Blue. Orange. Green. Red. White. I'm bad with colors. Blue. Yellow. Red. White. This is stocks. Purple. Yellow. White. Blue. Yellow. Red. Purple. White. Orange-ish. Blue. Green.
Okay, now I want you to do the same. But if
in
the background
Arabic.
turns gray, I want you to read the word instead. So, black background, say the color.
Oh, what the
Gray
fuck?
background, read the word.
This is fucking SAT? The fuck is this? Salmon. Wait, what do I do with the gray? Orange? Oh, white. Okay, I get it now. Green. No, fuck, white. Damn it. Blue. Salmon. Blue. Green. White. Black. Green. Orange. Damn it. Blue. Red. Pink. Red. Yellow. Purple. Fuck. Green. Green. Yellow. White. Yellow.
Same again, but this time with shapes.
Oh, fuck. I
background-
don't know geometry. Fuck this shit. Yeah, it's kind of hard, bro. Oh, my gosh. That was difficult. I don't know if you guys want tongue twister. Again, I forgot Apple, bro. I should have brought a campfire or something for this Apple earnings. SanDisk was exciting, though. You wait till you get that conference call. You said it's a psyop? How is that a psyop? Wait, hold on. I need to go pee, man. Give you a song. God bless you.
I told you it was a cold. Well, you know, praise God, nephew. First and foremost, all the time. Whip dirty hair a mess, I do not care. Told them all the truth, they respond like it's not there. Still I do not care, I don't think they see it. Looking for the money, they looking for disagreement. Hit by hit, it's brick by brick. They should've made a move, but they rather move their lips. I just need 4 quarters, it don't have to make sense. Yeah, I wake up every morning like I still pay the rent. That's early. Get your cake up, done with playing weight up. Gotta hit the layups. If you really bat the mission, you don't even gotta say it. You can talk it or you live it, only one of them is paying. I respect the OnlyFans, hold more than the hater. It's how you got time to talk shit but no paper. Bro, you not hard, you got trouble trying to wake up. Bunch of wicked servants always telling you to save it. Grateful that hoe, say it's better if you waste it. Everybody's cooking, but success is always tasted. Why you keep on looking if you tell me that you hate it? Why you keep on looking, I'ma go and fucking take it. Now you know exactly why I would call them cucks. I just made another stocker and I made $1 million. You don't gotta give me shot, I just bought myself a truck and another career, so I pull my fingers up. Want your money, they will lie for that shit. We want the truth, we will die for that bitch. You ain't ride, you ain't buy on the dip, so don't ask me if it's time right after I doubled it. A fake bitch never got along with me. Can long form, not authentically. Can't top, bro, it's time to get busy. Bottom tick, top tick, so quick they get busy. Tell a bitch I know a bit about a slow jam, but you ain't in the whip. Why you telling me to slow down? Worry about your shit, I'll do the same. Can I go now? I'm just playing, don't ask permission from these hoes now. Go and tell the whole town, not afraid to throw down. Brought God to the showdown. He told me to bring no rounds, so if you kill me or I kill you, that just means it's his plan. I am scared of myself, I'm not scared of a stand. It's my life, grateful it's original. You a bitch, I don't have to use subliminals. They tell me sorry, but also knew I forgive them though. Reminds me of the times when I knew I was spiritual. Too afraid to say that I believe in Christ. I knew I found a treasure, but was scared to lose my life. Ironically, I do that every single time I'm right. They warned and we ignore until we feel it, that's life. Lie always make you think twice. Buyer call it worthless, then he brag about the price. Born named certain, found a thing called the dice. He could do anything, even catch a knife. He came up with the plan.
It'll work, he'll do it right.
His diligence was due when his stops were all tight. Plan was all perfect, success was in sight.
I had to go speak, bro. My ADD, I had food. It's all kicking in, bro. I want to finish this, but I don't like this shit, bro.
Background is black, say the color.
I don't want
But if the background is gray, say the shape.
Fuck! Black color. Shape on the other one. Yellow. Circle. Red. Blue. Fuck. No, dude. Am I doing it right? Black color. White. Okay. Circle. Blue. Triangle. Square. Green. Triangle. Square. Triangle. White. Yellow. Circle. Green. I hate
good job.
geometry, bro.
For this exercise, I want
Is
you to
this
count
geometry?
the number of times X and O each appear on the screen.
Fucking the
See if you
little
can-
Uzi Vert is this? Alright, I'm sorry. I kept it on there. I didn't know. Alright, man. So how you feeling? Are you guys ready for Apple? As I said, we're waiting for Apple. We should go. Is there any like Apple brain games? Like how many trees can you plant? You have Trump at 4:30. I wish he would just come on now. That would be a lot easier. Hello. DJ T, that's me. I remember when they shot at my ear. Now it feels like they don't want to hear. You know how many wars that I ended? Oh, they Democrats, they're so demented. The radical left. Tell me what's left of this great country. I did so many things, but they don't love me. I'm telling you, they're demented. But that's okay. Don't be, well, it's okay to be gay. Ask Scott Bessent. He'll tell you what I'll say. As long as you get the job done. Ooh. DJ D, that's me. In the game for 47. Wait, maybe 48. I know Gavin's gonna hate, that's okay. Go cry to Nancy. You look a little antsy. I'm the greatest, you can't cancel me. Who's that? Who laughed? You're laughing? You? Fuck you. That's just how I feel lately. I think they all hate me, but it's okay, sometimes the hate is nice. I don't care, we're still sending ice. So you better think twice. You could have a gun, but don't bring it to a riot. Come on, please, just be quiet. You guys are loud. I know. If you lose, then you riot very proud. It's stupid. I'm the hottest. We're the hottest. Sorry. You guys, it's early. We got 4 more minutes, man. 4 more minutes. We're getting close. We're getting close. It's good. Thank you. You guys started helping me a little there. Yo, that was 4 a.m. in Mar-a-Lago. Hey, yo, bro, you might be onto something. I think we might be able to do that. 4 a.m. in Mar-a-Lago. Oh, dude, that's hilarious, bro. Yo, turn me up in the headphones. Yo, how long did it really take me? 3 presidential wins, don't hate me. Biden was a fake. I thought America was great. That's what I'm gonna go make it. I swear they all worship Satan. We're the hottest in the world. I talked to the car. I said, you should let the girls drive. They did that a decade ago. Okay. Work with this. I could load every interpolitics with bullets. No. Give me another. Let me try again. 40, turn me up. I could load every oh, fuck. I could load every gun with tariffs that fire backwards. We wouldn't lose a single Canada. Or Greenland. Gavin Newsom, you're a hoe. Talk shit. I'll see you at Mar-a-Lago. Not your San Francisco Vignardo. Get the beast. I gotta work with it, man. We gotta work with it. We could do it. Joe Biden, Gavin, I think you're all cowards. I won't even hurt you. I'll only call Howard. I got shooters. You know, Elon, he'll bring the scooters. And EVs, we make a lot of those. Dog. 4 a.m. in Mar-a-Lago, bro. I think that was probably, that's a great one, bro. That's a great one. 4 a.m. in Mar-a-Lago. How many wars did I end? They underestimated greatly. The part I love most, they need me more than they hate me. Yo, that's great, bro. 8 isn't enough. I got one more. All right, man. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. And then we get Apple. I hope you enjoyed all of our time-killing efforts. I only got you SanDisk and the Visa a little bit. We're here for the Apple. This will determine our day for tomorrow. There you go, man. I hope you enjoyed it. You got some brain games, some music. 4 a.m. in Mar-a-Lago. I love that. You have no idea, bro. 4 a.m. in Mar-a-Lago goes so hard. Apple! There it is. EPS 284. Estimate 268. Sales 143.78. Huh? Habibi. They beat. iPhone revenue 85.2. Damn, they killed it on iPhone. Products 113. Yeah, they beat by like 4 or 5 million. They killed it. So that's going to help. Asia, where's China? 25.53. Oh, I don't have the breakdown by location. But yeah, they beat top and bottom. EPS beat. Revenue beat. Looks like every other product. Mac revenue 839. They missed on Mac. What is an iPad? iPad 8.6. They beat on iPad and they killed it on iPhone. And then America 58.3. Oh, where's services actually? 30 billion. Estimate was 29.99. Oh yeah, they beat. That's a solid one, bro. I don't know if you'll get 2 standards. You were only pricing in 4%. 5 after today. And then I think they did good in China. I'm not too sure. I don't have the geographical estimate, but top and bottom, that's a pretty solid beat, dude. 113.7 on the sales. Where's the overall revenue, though? Where's total revenue? 143, yeah, they killed it. 143, that's me, DJ D. I love Apple. Who doesn't love Apple? Or do you like oranges? Weirdo. Let's see, you guys have anything? Remarkable quarter is what they hail it as. So the Pump article is already coming out with the adjective remarkable. Remarkable record-breaking quarter with revenue of $143 billion, up 16%. iPhone had best ever quarter driven by unprecedented demand, with all-time records across every geographic segment. Excited to announce our base has more than 2.5 billion active devices. 54 billion in operating cash flow, returning 32 to shareholders. Cash dividend, live streaming too. I think he might go on Bloomberg too ahead of it, or CNBC. But yeah, they killed it. It's already, this is right now one standard deviation, believe it or not. And then remember, they don't have any like AI shit to deal with. You guys realize that, right? So like they're not gonna have to deal with you spent too much AI. 18% growth is more than acceptable because they don't have to, they're not trying to justify any AI spend. So yeah, but that's what, remember, Apple doesn't do too much unless homeboy could come back out with a killer conference call. But yeah, that's good. That should save us a little bit considering how today opened. But be careful though, tomorrow you might still do a pump and dump just in case it's still earnings, but that's good for now. Yeah, no one's scared of their capex. You know, you don't got to prove much. Oh, well, Chad, I think that's it. Without AI, bro. Yeah, like people are saying, they're probably just going to find the AI winner and rent them. Yeah, Google did very good, though. Remember, Gemini killed it, and it ran kind of ahead of that. So I think you're going to get, remember, Gemini, there's a lot of Gemini subscriptions that are going to come on the back end. And if they could do a little bit more. So we'll see. Well, yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, I think I'm gonna try to work with Uncle on 4 a.m. in Mar-a-Lago. I think that was a very, very good one, bro. But I hope you know tomorrow will be even more fun. It's Friday, baby, to end the month. So Chatadonia, God bless you all. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I hope you have a wonderful day. You got the rest of the day ahead of you. Go finish it up strong. All right, man. Finish it up. Wake up and drive. But you finish the rest. It's still early, man. If you're on the East Coast, I understand. But you still could do it. Get some good rest, baby. Go watch a Philo. Okay? Go to the gym. Go do something, man. Do whatever you need. Anything you need to be flying these streets, okay? But I hope you had a good day. And I hope you get a long term. And I don't know. I hope you pay attention to the macro. We had some very good macro discussions today. I might make you guys some macro videos. It might be time, you know. Maybe I'll wait a month or two. It all depends, you know. But if the world makes me make a macro video, I will. You know what I'm saying? Just a couple more levers get pulled. We might have to put you through the macroeconomics re-education camp. It sounds scarier than it is for my economic nerds. It's a lot of fun. So you'll enjoy it, baby. But God bless you. And God bless Chatadonia. Every single one of y'all, man. Keep it up with that long term. Congrats to all the houses, too. I like to see it, man. And let's go. Keep building. The future. It's not... You got a long way to go, baby. But go read the books. Richest Man in Babylon. Proverbs, New Living Translation. And the strangest secret in the world. And don't forget why we're here. Why we keep going. Why that faith, hope, and love ain't ever going out of style. And why I am. He said, I am. It's not an answer to a question. It's not advice. It's not moral teaching. It's a reference point, dog. I am. It's a way of life. Why, baby? Why? Finger to the sky, baby. To God be the glory. And through the grace of God alone. Amen. Amen. Have a wonderful evening, Chad. Goodbye. Yeah, there is going to be Trump in a little bit. Turn me up in the headphone. I ended 8 wars. How long did it really take me? The part I love most is they need tariffs more than they hate me. I'm so sorry. I love it. All right, bye, guys.
It's a cult, baby. Aye. Coach always said, don't look down when you dribble. Arguing right, left, I went up the middle. That's a big account, but it started with a little. So before the bounce, I sold for my initial. Swear I lost count, head just on a swivel. This ain't about clout, it's about who's beneficial. Finger to the clouds with the whip superficial. Made my mama proud and some friends artificial. Why you getting loud? Trying to keep it civil. Told me run it back, now I'm up triple. Dime is a dime and a nickel is a nickel. Eyes will arise when the money's in the middle. I ain't that wise, they just shady, that's simple. If I'm not that guy, then why would y'all listen? See, it get nervous when I'm quiet. It don't happen on the cell. I make the money when I buy it. Passionate as well, and I love it. You should try it. Imagine past the bell, you be the gambling and lying. True serum, I be sipping on that shit. No long term, that's a different type of bitch. Think it's just money, dog, open up your shit. I was getting ready before I was getting rich. Preparation, child of the nation. Try to sell us change, but they raised us impatient. You can know the price and not understand the basis. They haven't faced the truth, Josh is still faceless. Killing shit, I could quit now. From this damn song to owning the whole town. Bitches smiling at me, my peers make a frown. First I didn't get it, but I understand it now. Keep shooting like I'm born in Chino Hills. It's hard to keep money, harder to keep it real. If I was really cocky by now, I would have been killed. But if you kill me, I meet God, so low key, I'm kinda thrilled.